There we go.
That's when I said, "Oh,
Finally, I can defend myself. I wasn't specifically talking about the racism.
Ooh.
I don't think racism's cool. This is a
you think
disclaimer.
racism is cool? Is that what you think?"
Yeah,
Only
there's a
against
unfortunate
Cubans.
cut there.
Someone quote that? Yeah, there's a very unfortunate cut in Discord there that made you sound like you said, "I think racism is cool."
There was a
Was that actually?
Yeah.
Oh god, I've
Discord
been
knows the
saying it for
truth.
years. Discord
I'm
and
dying.
Twitch have been they're like desperately trying to manufacture my downfall. It's been happening
Yeah.
for years.
I'm just an
Working
agent
together.
of both. That's all it is.
Well, worst case scenario, you can always move to Kick.
You kick
I'm down,
rumbles going.
Is Rumble going? I don't.
Rumbles on life support.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rumble
dear.
technically exists.
All right.
Wow, I genuinely never heard of Rumble, and I just googled what it was. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Eye opening.
Yeah. Sure. Right.
Yeah, the stuff I see on there, honestly. Anyway.
This one, because I have multiple live scenes for when. Ah, shit. What the fuck is? Oh, Gem.
Hello.
Gem.
Oh, your camera's not on.
Yeah, so what's happened?
Well, it means
Your
that everything's in the
camera's
wrong
not
order.
Oh,
Also, hang on.
I'm playing 2 characters.
Oh wait, I see, hang on. Yeah, why has that happened?
Because you've not turned your camera on in
It'll-
Discord.
Yeah, it just changes
Yeah,
the
it's
order.
weird.
And Red's playing Krusty now.
What the fuck? What? Why is
Yes,
it only
I
half
guess
fixed?
Oh, now I've just gone. Incredible. I've just been replaced.
How has this happened?
Perfect.
Oh, do you need to
We can play
hide,
now.
like...
No,
do you
you're
need
down
to
there.
hide
You're down there for some
existing binguses or whatever?
maybe.
Oh, hi, Redox.
Oh.
You're in my square
Yeah,
now.
Hello.
you're in the wrong bit.
Am I?
Hang on.
Hello.
Hang on.
I can't even... What the hell? That's
It's
not happening. I
Redox's
need to
World
refresh.
Tour.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Hang on.
They do
Oh.
say that they've never
That's
seen
great.
me
I
and
can see my
Redox
arms
in the same
move
room.
on your side.
Hang on.
So maybe we're just the same person.
It's true.
There
That
we
is
go.
true, actually.
There we go. Good. Good
We've
work.
never interacted either.
Nope.
All this is pre-recorded.
It's
Yeah.
re-recorded.
We'll fix
All
it
those-
in post.
All those bits where we riff off each other is just very well written beforehand.
Yeah, by me, of course. I've got these are AI videos of both Redox and Jamolki that I just have reading a
No-
script.
None of us are
Only their
real.
voices.
We're not even
No.
real people.
This is all actually just Wheat running everything.
yeah.
Pulling the strings like a puppet master.
Yeah, he just pretends like he can't do accents and that he can only do a Midlands accent so that nobody would suspect that he's doing it all.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's all a ploy.
The real impressive part is being able to fake a cold and then not for anyone else.
Yeah.
Well, that was pre-recorded when we had a cold.
Method acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
commit,
specifically said
That's
no
why
one
it takes
can...
so long between episodes. He takes weeks to record it all.
yeah. That's why it takes months. It's all
It's also
planned ahead.
impressive recording all these different voices for the guests.
Yeah, it's hard work. You know. That's why. That's
He
why.
rides around all day on public transport,
Trying to get
breathing
ill.
deeply,
Yeah.
trying to get ill.
Licking every surface he can.
Yeah, of course. What?
That should do it.
Of course I do.
Give that a couple of weeks to incubate.
Yeah, head down the
Absolutely
gym, you know,
horrible.
just shove some like the
Uh,
handles in my mouth or whatever. You know?
I think for this episode we need to get some sick sympathy in there.
head down the gym to suck off a barbell. Who knows? You know.
excuse me?
That's what they're calling it.
Who what now?
Gotta have a great fucking time. Right. Anyway, welcome to Star Weeks, everyone.
Was that Bell spelled B-E-L-L-E?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
go on.
Welcome to Star Weeks. We're back. This is season 3, episode 8. We've just finished a filler episode because Hog was getting a PhD or something. I think that's about right.
Congratulations.
Something like that.
I think I had to do
Doctor?
work meetings, didn't I?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, PhD.
Yeah.
I did
yeah,
my
yeah.
PhD
Yeah,
2 years
yeah,
ago.
Oh. Was it-
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
What was it?
Professor?
I could have sworn I had need to congratulate you for the reason that you weren't there. Or was it just meetings?
Congratulations.
Oh, I know
Dr.
what
I
it
remember
was.
it was something. It was something with a professor
It,
of some
it
sort.
was a meeting with my professor, and then I also had a meeting about book. So the congratulating that you wanted to do was probably about book. That's
That's
probably what
the
it was.
one.
Yes, that's it.
Yes. Yes, congratulations about the book. Which meant, yes, we did filler, which has had incredibly far-reaching consequences that will
Just a little bit.
probably be the most impactful thing you've done in the entire time of Star Wheats.
It might have been
Yeah,
the best episode
literally.
yet. There's a filler.
Yeah, yeah.
They always are. They
Yeah.
always are.
So very impressively done. We're now back for Star Wheats Season 3, Episode 8, and we begin with a little introduction to Hog's character, who we zoom in on, and they can introduce.
Hello, I am Zim. I am a Twi'lek, and I am an assassin extraordinaire.
And French.
Yeah,
And I'm a Twi'lek, so I'm French.
Yeah, of
Every
course.
Twi'lek's French.
yeah.
That's true.
How can we be sure you're a Twi'lek? Most Twi'leks I've met are from Birmingham.
That's true. That's true.
Oof.
It's true.
It's okay. It's okay. It's the really French part of Birmingham that they're from.
Oh, the French
Yeah.
Quarter.
Oh.
Yes, that makes more sense.
Okay.
There's an accent on the bat, you see.
Oh, that'll be it.
That
Yeah.
must be it. That
Yeah,
must
Yeah,
be
it's
it.
dialect. It's the Midland dialect in France is really
Yeah.
odd, but it is a thing.
Like it's in France as
Yeah.
well, not like on
No,
on bylaw.
Yeah,
No, it's the Midlands of France, which would just be a French
Yeah.
accent, but you know.
That's where they hail
accents.
from.
Well, the French annexed Birmingham.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, in Star Wars.
They gave up
Star
trying to. They gave up trying to invade the coast, so they just annexed Birmingham.
Yeah, went
Yep,
straight.
just
yeah.
Birmingham.
I see this
Yeah.
as a good thing, to be honest.
The navigating of the canals was particularly impressive.
They won't see this coming.
Sent an entire armada through the fucking canal.
And weirdly, they didn't try to stop them taking over Birmingham.
Hey, did anybody see that canal boat? Did that have French colours on it?
Where are they going? Oh, it's Birmingham. That's fine.
Yeah, well, let them have it. Yeah,
Just
every-
let them go. Just let them go.
Yeah.
And then they
Saves
went
us
to
the trouble.
space. And then they went to space and populated.
Yeah.
Right,
They did like Stargate Atlantis and turned Birmingham into a flying city.
Yeah, I've just.
What? They took Birmingham?
I must say,
Please.
when I passed
Please
through there,
do,
I didn't
yeah.
remember having a Great Lake in England, but it turns out we do now. So
Mm.
it was actually very nice. Hopefully, something to rival Loch Ness. Maybe we can hide a monster in there or something. Maybe that's just the French. Who knows? Anyway, while
What an intro.
Zim, yep, while Zim is doing whatever it is they're doing, they get a call upon their business number.
Wait, 2 seconds.
I pick up my phone. Phone picking up animations.
Oh, it hasn't rung yet. There we go.
Dialing.
Sorry,
There you go. It's
yeah.
rung.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Zim?
We.
Yes, the name's Varanus. I'm calling on behalf of the Black Sun Syndicate. I've heard that you're a particularly skilled bounty hunter, and I would love to avail you of your services.
Très bien.
What?
Yes, I am available for hire.
I see. Thank you. I wasn't sure what you said. But yes. Well, good. You see, there's a ship going to land in Kabindi, in the city of Jorah, very soon. I would much appreciate it if you could be there to ensure the protection of the crew of the ship Gershwin's Fifth Symphony.
Well,
I'm sure we've
I,
renamed it a couple times by now.
I could probably
Oh,
hit
sure.
anything from here, but if you want me to be present, I can fly over.
It would be best if you were present, yes, for them, that is. I know that you can... Wait, you can see them from here?
Yes, I'm looking at the ship through my very advanced snapper scope.
Oh, I see. Right, wow. So how does it look like they're traveling? Are they? I think they're heading towards Kabindi, but they may have gone a bit of the wrong way. Their pilot is a bit of a strange
There's a
one.
little bit of wobble, and they seem to be going in circles a little bit, but I think they'll get there eventually.
Oh, I see.
Excuse
well,
me?
That's good because we hope that you can get there first. So you can.
Sorry, let me just do a piloting space roll. Sorry, let me just do a piloting space roll.
Oh, shit.
There's no fucking wobble there. There's no fucking
Sorry,
wobble
where's
there.
the challenge on that? Can you add 2 purple? Just
I'm
Yeah,
good
see,
shit.
it's actually much worse. No.
Oh, yeah, there's
Solar
still a
wind.
fucking... I don't know, there's a little bit, this little thing that you might call a fucking triumph right there.
So,
That's all.
so Zim, you can see that while the flying is a bit erratic, it's because Plugs is actually practicing her stunts right now, just to
Ooh!
just to show off.
You see that one, Gregor?
Oh yeah, no. Oh,
Sorry, that was Grego. That was Grego, my droid talking. Go ahead.
well, it seems as though they've corrected the flying. Maybe they were just showing off. Yes, I can be there in about a day.
Fantastic. You head right there. We'll pay you handsomely to protect them. And should you get any offers to do any damage to these people or off them, we'll beat it. So keep them safe. I'll also pass on some money to the Imperial Guard at the docking station. I'll give you a code word to get through, and you just say that when you need to get the crew of this ship in, and you'll be allowed right into the city.
This is excellent.
Fantastic. I'll be in touch. And
Au revoir.
bye. What?
Did you just call me?
And it just hangs straight up. What?
What?
These
Right.
people do not speak Twi'lek. I don't actually remember what Twi'lek language is.
Nope. And then we cut away from Zim putting away a sniper rifle and casually strolling to their ship. And we zoom in through we zoom in through the sniper scope onto the Gershwin's Fifth Symphony. And then
Then the ship.
and then the ship. And then
Yeah, I think I like Emma's suggestion where when we renamed the ship, we've just changed the number.
yeah.
So we're at like Gershwin's Seventh
never
Symphony
know.
right now.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
That's like all we've done.
We zoom in on the ship, eventually heading into the cockpit where we see Plug saying, "You see that, Gregor?" But not like that, but whatever.
That's close enough.
You
Yeah, you see that, Gregor?
Yeah.
Oh, this fancy flying's gonna make me sick.
And as we zoom into the ship, Krusty has been away from you, locked in their room for a couple of days since you left Ryloth. And
We've been
today,
flying for a long time.
today is the day which he emerges, ready to show off his latest creation. Or not.
I've been working tirelessly.
Oh, Dusty.
He emerges.
I was
He looks a proper scruff, like he's all disheveled.
Yeah.
I forgot you were on the ship. It's been so long.
Yes. Well, it's good you're here. I've been meaning to talk to you. We need to go over what you're gonna say at the press conferences and stuff. All normal things. What the fuck is going on with you?
Actions speak louder than words. Plugs.
Okay.
I won't be saying anything.
But I've got like 4 press conferences planned.
I'm very tired. I'm very tired and crabby.
What? Okay. What have you been working on?
I finally perfected it, Plugs. Finally.
What?
Those crystals. Did I have a crystal?
You had a crystal, yes.
Yeah.
I had a crystal. Right?
Looks over at Verona. What the fuck?
No. I brandished my gauntlet. And it doesn't look any different. That's exactly it's almost identical. My assumption is I built it
did you
into the
do?
gauntlet, right?
Mm-hmm. You
So,
can look however
what
you
did I
want. Yeah.
So
Okay.
my thinking is that within the gauntlet, I have just rebuilt essentially what the repulsor fist does, which is exert energy outward. This concentrates it and like holds onto it. So it just kind of looks a little bit like the repulsor fist, except it just doesn't discharge the energy. So as I lift it up, I start charging it, and just ask everyone step back. Obviously, people are assuming I'm about to fire off my repulsor fist.
Trusty?
Yeah.
Trusty, we're in the ship right now. The hull is very... We've already had to patch like multiple things on this journey. Please. I know, Gregor. We can't send you out there again.
And
The
then
hull is so thin, people can see through it with a sniper scope. Be careful.
and then I push a little button that's on the wrist with the other hand. It's not perfect yet. It's not
Not
perfect.
hands-free, yeah.
No, not yet. I push the fix, and 3 little red prongs poke out of my little beams, lightsaber beams poke out of my gauntlet. They're not particularly long either yet.
Gauntlet's not hands-free.
It's true. It's true. I like that you need the other hand to do it. That's very funny.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Could you
Instead
say
of like
Colin?
any of the fingers.
I told you I could do it. And it's a really like old school mechanical button as well. Just like a big red button on the side of the
So
gauntlet.
there's just like lightsaber, like Wolverine claws. Is that what's going on?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Did you take the crystal from my room?
Your crystal?
Your whole new
Well.
empire.
This is for science. Science belongs to no one.
Right.
Magnificent,
This is
isn't
very-
it?
Lord will be happy about this.
This is wonderful. However, I believe it might be a good idea to, keep some anonymity, perhaps. Maybe some secrecy. It helps, if we keep an air of mystery, people will like you more.
What
What
you're
I'm
right.
saying is, you should not be showing this, especially not where we're going.
Oh yeah, you're right. And I start adjusting something on the side of the fist.
It's
And
like
it
changing
turns
the
into
length.
two massive red beams.
Oh, right.
And for some reason, it starts playing AC/DC, and I cut that off.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, careful, we're gonna get DMCA'd
By the Empire.
by the Empire.
No, they're
It's not the
DMCA
Empire.
scammers.
Because it's not the Empire I'm worried about. It's Richard Hardwood. He finds out I've stolen his collection of music, vintage
RC.
music.
It's RC. They're both R. RCHC. Richard Current and Hardwood Current.
If you're going to be using that thing, then I suppose at some point we could try sparring or something.
How about you do that outside of the ship, right? And especially don't show Kabisk.
I wouldn't want you to
The
get
cargo
hurt.
hold's big enough, right?
Do we not have a holodeck?
Holodeck.
Yeah.
It's not the April Fool's episode.
Oh.
It's
Not
not
yet.
Star Trek.
I was watching one of Richard I was on the Hardwood channel, and I saw some.
The Hardwood.
That's why he was locked in his
It's like-
room for 2 days and 2
Wait.
nights.
That's how we'll tie in the April Fool's episode. It's just a video that.
True.
Perfect.
The Hardwood channel. I like the idea that it's got nothing to do with Richard Hardwood. It's just like images of like nice wood, like wood crafting stuff. It's like a craft channel.
yeah, if only. Right. Well, that reminds me. No, I shouldn't phrase it like that. So this talk of lightsaber and the talk of the gatekeeper means that he will again emerge from his holocron to talk to specifically Verona, but you two, we can't avoid you right now.
We're in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. People just keep
Hello.
appearing today.
Hello. What? I do.
Don't worry. Kabisky's gonna come out of his room in a second as well. Because he's on this ship.
Hello. I apologize about Krusty here seeming to have taken the crystal.
Well, I did advise against it. It is it is dangerous. Krusty, have you noticed any shifts in your mood lately? Since you put it in your gauntlet?
No.
It seems
No,
fine to me.
Well, that is that then. Alright, let's move on. So, we're about to land on the planet, Krusty.
Have you not felt more racist?
More racism? I couldn't possibly.
Well, listen,
The cap is already reached.
yes, just since you got this kyber crystal, it has unlocked my new memories. I just thought I'd remind you of what those were, now that we've been flying for some time. And, you know, we had this conversation a few days ago, and I completely remembered it, but we're doing it again. Yeah? Okay, good.
Yes, of course.
Yes, that would be good.
Yes. Well, you see, it's unlocked all of my memories of what happened on Arboreen. You see, Gel Markov was someone who I saw great potential in, and...
I think it's pronounced gel.
No, I think it's Gel. I knew him.
No, I'm pretty sure it's gel. I'm pretty sure it's gel, actually. That's how I wrote it down.
I knew him.
Alas, poor Gel. I knew him before he turned to the... but yes, fuck's sake.
Maybe when he fell to the dark side, he renamed himself to Gel.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys talk. Krusty, we need to talk about these upcoming. Let's just go over here, and I Plug's gonna take Krusty into another room to talk about.
I thought he
the
was
upcoming
calling
events.
himself the Reeve, but okay, fine. Gel Markov, right? Well, he was someone I saw great potential in, a future in the Force that I saw to be very strong, a man who had accomplished great deeds. And so I took him with me to Arboreen when I found him, following the battle of wherever the fuck it was he was from. Who cares? I forgot. I just remember his
That's
name.
my favorite planet.
Yes, that
I
one.
love wherever the fuck.
Yeah. I'm sure it was important at some point, but it's been not centuries, a few tens of years at least. And yes, I saw great potential in Markov, but sadly, I was called away from Arboreen in order to answer the Republic's call and that of the Jedi Order. Going back and seeing what Gel did to that planet, or rather that one city, was, a shock to me. Why do you think he did it?
I think being disconnected from the rest of the Order, his heart slowly got shrouded in darkness, unfortunately.
Maybe. I'm just surprised that I could get this one so wrong. It troubles me, and I will have to think about it. But for now, let's just carry on, shall we? I'll handle that in my own time. You don't need to be present for that. So,
Don't worry, I'll do you proud.
I hope so. I only hope that when you handed over Gel Markov with an arm cut off and in a straitjacket over to the very angry people of Arboreen, that he was treated well, and not subjected to a very painful and agonizing death. That way we can rest easy knowing we did the right thing. Anyway, sadly, my memories have ended there, and I don't know where I went. So, have fun. See ya.
I knew him.
What about the other crystals?
Knew him.
When the holocron's done with you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let me know if you need anything, but yeah, like I say, I need to introspect for a while. And I don't know where
It's
I
called
went.
Colas, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Okay.
What?
Maybe the memories will
Sounds called
return to you at
Colas.
some point.
Oh yeah.
In case
What
you
was that,
forgot.
Corona? Sorry? I heard Plugs talking to Krusty from the other room about the planet they just visited.
Perhaps the memories of where you went will return at some point.
Perhaps. I think if I could be
That'd be
in
crazy.
relatively close proximity to another kyber crystal, I may be able to make the connection. But, just have it survey the galaxy, as you will. You shouldn't need to be that close, but we should find it that way.
Like coming up
Right,
to
wait,
the planet. You shouldn't need to be that close.
Well, I guess we'll look around and you let us know when you sense something.
Yes, I will emerge and let you know the moment I feel anything, whether that be about my introspection or about this kyber crystal.
Right. Just give me a call.
I must say, I can see Krusty listening to plugs across the room, and he looks very unhappy. Is everything okay?
Yes.
Justy, I've just been looking up on my space tablet. Did you know that on this planet we came from, Arbuin, there were these animals called bear sloths?
Yes, I
They
did.
look fucking freaky.
I did know that, interestingly.
I wasn't talking to you. Your name is not Krusty.
Oh, well, I'm listening to you now. 'Cause I
Oh,
was-
neither is, but
Well, you see, interestingly, you remember that forest we had to walk through at the start, right? When we had to land a day away and travel.
yes,
through
we
it.
had to walk through it.
But it felt like
Looks
I
that
did.
floating hologram man.
who emerges and everyone. It felt like I had to walk a long way. You see, there were bear sloths in that forest, but we navigated through it so well that we didn't encounter any. Isn't that exciting?
How fortunate.
Yes.
It would have...
I think
Imagine
they're
the
I
drama
don't
and the
believe them.
excitement had we walked into a bear sloth.
I know. Imagine all
I'm
the
sure that would have been
excitement you could have
very
had if only you were a
crazy.
bit worse. But never mind, eh? Maybe another time. You can always go back. They're probably still there. I'm sure someone has notes on them.
Oh, I know someone who might have notes on them. Where is Kabisk? He's not showing his face in ages. He must be
He's been
somewhere.
very quiet in there, hasn't he?
Yes, he must be
Thinking
reading
about
something.
it, last time
probably.
I saw him, he was riding that beast in the city, and
No,
what
but
did
he
you do after that?
yeah, but then he came with to the fight on Ryloth, and he was there, right? Remember?
Oh yes, he was there.
Yes, he's probably fine.
No, I haven't seen him since he was on the back of that creature.
It's probably
Was he?
nothing.
I
We're
don't-
about to pull into the city anyway.
Did he
We
bring
can
the
worry about this
creature with
later.
him? Is there one in the cargo
Oh,
hold?
maybe.
Gregor.
What's that,
thinks,
Gregor? We're
uh,
about to land.
No, that's not what Gregor said.
What's that, Gregor? We're about to land. Okay, Gregor.
No,
Perfect.
no.
Gregor.
Gregor instead
I'll be
said-
right there.
Gregor is saying, I'm pretty sure we left Kabisk on Arbuin.
No, that can't be right, Gregor.
Well,
I'm
What is
sure
the
no one's about
image
to
I
call
am
us.
seeing?
What?
Oh,
What?
is that a light bulb?
Oh,
That
yeah.
doesn't
Ah,
look like a
fuck.
light bulb.
it's
No,
a light
it looks
bulb
like
on top of
They're all
Gregor.
stuck over me.
Shit.
That's great.
That robot's having some thoughts about humans we did not expect.
Aww.
This is
Why are
just.
they over me?
I don't know what you mean. This is just Redox's new microphone. Right.
That's just my microphone. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
As you are discussing Kabisk, the ship gets a call. If we want to, we're gonna play the fucking sound. Here we go. Yep.
Oh,
So why does the ship dial if it's receiving? a call?
don't worry about
And,
that.
uh,
Don't worry about that part.
And the name that appears on screen is just Daddy.
Daddy.
Krusty, I think Buraban's calling you.
I'm ringing. I guess I'm ringing.
Yes, don't leave Buraban waiting.
Krusty, someone's calling you, I believe. It is one of your, how you say, lovers.
Let me patch him through. Buraban?
Who? On screen
hello?
appears a blonde man.
Oh.
Who you recognise as Richard Hardwood from.
Is it just literally like Varanus, but without his hood on? Like, does he?
It
Because I
was a
sure
mask.
seen Varanus.
It was a mask that he was wearing, right? The way I described
It's a Hardwood,
Varanus was
Right.
a man in
Has
a
he not
mask with
taken
very
his
obvious
mask
blonde
off?
hair on top. He's
Oh,
taken the
did he
mask
never take
off.
his
This is
mask
just
off?
Richard Hardwood.
No, but have we not seen Varanus without the mask?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought we had. Okay,
no,
never mind.
no,
Sorry,
no,
go
you
on.
haven't.
Mr. Hardwood, I apologize. I don't worry. I've uninstalled the RCDC mod from my gauntlet immediately. We can't afford to pay any
What?
copyright
Have you
claims at the
been
moment.
pirating my music?
No. I legally own a copy.
Oh.
Legally own.
Well, that's fine. I don't see what you were so worried about.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay.
Anyway, I'm just calling because I saw you all, well, on Ryloth, and now you're heading to Kabindi. I just want to ask, what on earth are you doing?
You saw us on Ryloth.
Yes.
You weren't there. Did
No,
you
I
come to the
wasn't
fight?
there. I've seen the reporting, you fool. The Jedi.
Oh right.
Oh,
the
yes.
The Jedi pushes Verona out of the
Yes,
view. What
that's
Jedi
one.
could you possibly be talking
That's
about?
one there, standing next to the holocron of an old Jedi Master.
He's like stood with a lightsaber, like. What could you possibly be talking about? But
Yeah, he has this hologram lightsaber all the time.
he's just like holding it.
Yeah.
Big neon sign, Jedi pointing arrow.
Put that away.
Oh, sorry, I'll just go back in my holocron. Yes, him and her. There's...
Oh, you must be
essentially-
imagining things.
Well, the problem is that with what's been going on, you're attracting a fair bit of attention, so I figured that with you going to Kabindi now as well, which obviously Krusty here has some issues with, then...
Why do I recognize the name Kabindi?
Why do you know him as Krusty?
What? I know you all, you know? Well, except
you?
Verona, but...
When did we meet?
We've not met personally, Verona, but Plugs and Krusty I've at least seen on video call when Kabisk was putting together his team for, well, that mission he was doing for Timo, which went a bit south. My apologies for the distress that put
I
you
forgot
in.
about that mission.
Southford Timo.
Yes, it was. Well, we were on the run for like a month, and then somewhat after that as well, after we killed him. I
Yes.
did that, by the way, in case you were wondering. In case you were wondering who to send the money to.
I had been wondering,
You have
because
my,
all I remember, there was that whole, like... Oh, it was all over it. There was that massive escape, and it was all really cool, and those incredible pair of Irish pilots took you away. Ah, they were great.
Oh, I remember them.
Yes.
Well, they almost crashed the ship, to be honest, but it was okay.
The landing platform collapsed as they were flying away. It
Yes,
was
because
incredible.
it was actually a landing problem on their part.
Really?
But you know, I was there to help them actually. So
Oh,
yeah.
I'll have to bear that in mind in case I, well,
Yeah.
for their performance review. Anyway,
Yes. Yeah. Well.
yes, well, but yes, you're attracting a lot of attention and going somewhere dangerous. So I just thought I'd call to let you know that I've availed the list of a bounty hunter to protect you on Kabindi. Their name is Zimmerodok. As far as I'm aware, they are the best shot that I've ever seen. Indeed, they're the best shot anyone's ever seen. Or never seen. They seem to be able to shoot distances unheard of. With some kind of...
Like what distance?
Like,
How far are we talking?
they're essentially a planet-to-planet weapon. Or even...
Well, I've heard of that distance before.
That's
Are
fair.
you saying Zim Ordok is code
Didn't
for like a
didn't the
planetary
Empire
weapon,
blow up a
or-
planet from like space? Isn't that basically like the same thing?
Oh, you don't believe that, do you?
Well, I've heard.
Are you sending
I've
us a
heard
ship modification?
No, it's a
Some
bounty
sort of new
hunter.
long-range weapon?
It's a bounty hunter who
bounty
shoots a
hunter.
long way. There you
Oh.
go. Okay? That's
Oh.
all you need to know.
And this weapon they have, it can blow up planets.
Not to my knowledge.
Oh. Then
Unless
why do
it's
we
very
care?
well placed
Oh.
shot.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe there's an unprotected proton core at the middle of every planet. And a well-placed sniper shot might be able to set off a chain reaction, destroying the whole
Maybe.
thing. Who knows? But, you know, that's just speculation. Either way, I've sent them there to keep you safe, and they should be able to get you past the Imperial checkpoint as well, with the information I've given them. I've given a code word to them, and bribed the guard who's going to be at your docking port. So, oh yes, make sure you land on Jorah. That's where, yes, go there. Don't land anywhere else. You'll be in trouble.
Oh yeah, we were going there. Like I'm like changing. It's like, yeah, we were.
Changing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were planning on going there anyway. I
Yes.
need to just.
Of
Oh,
course you
that's
were.
the
That's
one we
where you,
always had in
um,
mind.
is that not where you booked
Yes.
all your press conferences?
Yes,
That's
yes.
where everyone on Kabindi
Uh,
who's anyone is. You wouldn't
we
reach
didn't
any
go anywhere
audience anywhere else.
Gecko, don't. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we of course.
Well, yes, that's good. So I'm glad to see that you're heading there. Just be aware there is some gang activity there. The so-called White Scar Syndicate. You don't want to mess with them. And the Imperial presence might be a bit of a problem also. So avoid those people also, because obviously they know who you are. They want to avoid you, or rather they want to find you. You want to avoid them. Very
Why
different.
would they want to find us?
Very different. Yes. Yes, they're run
So
by...
we'll try to avoid them.
Good.
Have we been to Kabindi before?
See, this is what I wanted to talk to you about, but you were building your weapon that you should not use right now and show to this man. Don't worry about it.
Oh, this thing.
I'll. No.
Have you
I
seen
would
Richard?
show that to him.
Richard, big fan.
Yes,
Have you seen
I
this?
can listen, this is great. I'll let you go back to it, but do you mind if I have a word with my son?
Oh,
Yes, your son.
That's where I knew you from.
oh.
Your son.
Yes, Kabist.
His that yes,
Yes.
of course.
Oh,
Oh yes, the blue guy, right?
I mean, if that's how you want to phrase it, sure, but I can see why your sensitivity
Yeah, I would
improvements
use
aren't going
better
anywhere right
terms.
now, if that's how you're talking about
yeah,
people.
Yes, we probably shouldn't be calling him the blue guy. He is blue though.
Is he blue?
I think.
Factual accuracy is
Yes.
not the problem in any of
He's
the things that you say.
Alright. Yes, he's I think he's just in the shower on using the toilet right now.
Oh, I can
So-
wait. Don't worry,
Yes.
I'll just wait here.
Oh, what a I think we're going through a tunnel right now and
What?
we're
How?
fucking like doing the sound.
Oh, okay, I'll call him directly.
Oh
okay?
no! Whew, that was close. We should go get
a
Kibby
tunnel?
before we
That
tell
is
him
your
to pick up.
excuse.
A space.
There's no
tunnel,
tunnels in
please.
space.
Hey, there might be.
I thought it
He
was
doesn't
in
know
this
where we
room.
are.
Is it
What
like an
Kibby?
asteroid belt or something?
About 2 minutes later, you get another call with the name Daddy flashing up on screen.
We shouldn't pick up the call, right? We.
Oh no, we should be polite.
No, I mean, we don't. I mean, what could he possibly be?
Grego, put them
Okay.
on screen.
Why is my son still on Arbor?
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're going through another. Oh, I'm so sorry. Call us
Oh.
a call.
God, did we leave his son back on the bird planet?
Oh, I knew he'd forgotten something. He loved it there, though. He was riding around. I'm sure he loves bear slots as well.
Yes, his screaming, his incessant
Oh,
screaming
well-
for days while he was
Oh, he's
riding
coming
around on
again.
those
Oh, he's
things.
calling back again.
He's coming
Should we
back.
go back for him?
We don't have time. We need to meet this bounty hunter or whatever. Oh, okay, right.
Richard,
Beep.
Do you not understand what I've done for you?
Richard, look. I'm sorry at the incompetence of my crew. I haven't been present. Perhaps I hadn't realised, but it turns out that we've left him on Arbuine.
Yes, I know that.
We just found a note that he left us saying that he loves being on the planet of Arbuine and he actually wanted to stay back there.
Oh yes,
Yes,
yes.
he's-
That's
He's
not what
back
he
there
told
on
me.
Arbuine.
Well, a father and his son, they can't always he can't always say what he wants to say to you, you know?
He was playing a trick on you. He wanted to be an Arboreen.
Yes,
At this
he's a
point,
big
Richard,
fan.
it's a bit of a problem, Richard, at this point, because we're no longer on Arboreen. We've left.
I couldn't see that.
Yep.
In my son's ship.
Power.
Yes,
Well,
we've
your
got his
son's
ship.
ship.
It's okay. We've got his ship.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's-
Richard, we've got a ship. We're heading to Kabindi now.
Do you not understand what I've done for you?
We've got the sheep. Yes.
Do you
we
know
what
how
you've
hard
done
it
for
is
us.
to
We
keep
have
news
the
of a
sheep.
Jedi out of the media cycle? I've got Smegley
Jedi?
up my arse trying to get this out here, and I'm having to feed him
Who the fuck
stories
is
about
that?
how hyperdrive
Who is
emissions are
Smegley?
turning Gamorreans gay. It's not working.
Well, good for the Gamorreans.
I don't see it.
I knew that those Gamorreans at Timo's palace were looking at me some kind of way. Now I feel bad about murdering them.
Oh no, that's another. We're going
Oh,
to have to go back to Tatooine. That wasn't even the place. What was it? What was it called?
Dantooine?
It was
No, it was Tatooine. It
Yeah,
was
it was
Tatooine.
Tatooine.
Yeah, it was Tatooine.
Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so about your son, yeah, that's great news. I'm glad to hear he's safe. We're going to Kabindi now. Thanks for sorting that out.
Barely.
Yes, thank you for telling
You
us.
took him to an
Really
uprising.
useful. We're just about to land. You know how it is. We
He was
can't call
fine.
and drive. You know. So we'll talk to you later about
Until
that.
I get to the
and,
bottom of this, I'm going to do my best to keep the reporting quiet on the Jedi business, but don't cross me.
Wait, who's a Jedi?
Beep. You know. What's the call?
Yeah.
You really are oblivious sometimes, aren't you, Krusty?
He's
I
just
don't
sent,
believe
like,
in any of that magic mumbo jumbo.
That is exactly what you will be saying at the press conference, okay? If anyone asks about a Jedi, there is no such thing.
You know
Don't
what? Yes.
worry about it.
Actually, keep that mindset. It'll be quite helpful.
Yes, good.
Yes, and of course, I also, you know, maybe there's some harsh truths to be learned.
I'm gonna land the ship now.
You're ready to land on Kubindi.
From the surface of the planet when they arrive in orbit, I've been watching them the whole time through my sniper scope, and then I watch them all the way down through my sniper scope.
Yep.
You've seen us like
Until we're like this close.
Yeah.
I assume that your Zim.
The,
You put the gun
the
down.
loading ramp comes down. You're just pointing a sniper rifle straight into the doorway.
Zim, I'm trying to
The
talk
scope
to you.
up.
The gun's kind of in my way. You're poking me in the chest. If you could.
Yep.
Back
Plugs,
down
do you want to
for
make an average piloting check to land the ship?
planetary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash this goddamn ship right now. This is the better skill of the two, and I rolled a fucking triumph earlier.
with 3 advantage, you're flying in, and as you look down, you see someone seems to be aiming at you with a sniper rifle.
There's like the reflection of the scope is like
Yeah.
in my eyes.
Yeah. You get blinded by the laser.
A little red dot in my eye. Ah!
Yeah. So you pull off your
This is why they-
approach,
Hmm.
but yeah. But yeah, because you failed with a load of advantage. I've just said you've given up. Basically, you can try again.
This is
Yeah, we
why
have
they
to-
tell you not
We're
to
gonna have to
fire
come.
lasers
We have to
with
go
pilot.
back around. Yes. Some kid must be playing with the laser pointer down there.
I'm just
Very
sort of like
dangerous.
sitting there, like, wow, it does not seem like this would be a hard place to land. There's lots of open
You see the
space.
ship come like perfectly into land and then go like.
Meanwhile, you're like perfectly tracking Plugs' head, just constantly putting the
exactly, oh
laser
my
in her
God.
eyes.
Yeah, just a red dot just on her eye, just like
I
yeah,
don't
this
know why
is-
it's so hard to land.
Why can't they land in this very large open area? This is very strange.
and this time, Plugs lands very successfully, but she is still rather blinded by a laser coming from somewhere.
Yes.
As the ramp comes down, I'm gonna shine the laser on each of their eyes, so I zoom in really well on each of them.
Oh, hello!
Who are you?
Who
could you possibly be?
Before?
Why did you have so many problems landing? This is a very large airfield.
Well, you the one reflecting the lights in my eyes. You
I have been watching
be careful with this.
for days.
But we've only been in the system for a few hours.
We came out of
Days.
that.
Exactly.
Like.
So it's your
Hello.
fault that we left. We left the poor little blue man on the other planet. You could. Why didn't you say
Wait.
something?
You saw we left him then? Why didn't you
You've
speak
even.
up?
If you were the one sent by Richard, you could have even said something. Ridiculous.
I will just check if he's still there. I point my thing into space.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Make a. I'll let you use your shooting skill because why not? Make a 5 purple roll with your ranged heavy.
That's
I think
it.
it is.
Just 5 purple.
Yeah.
To see it
so
on another planet.
and then
That's all it takes.
Yep.
does deadly accuracy do anything here?
I don't think so. I think that's just a damage buff if you hit something. You're not shooting at Kabisk, are you?
Well, no, not yet. Is that right?
Thank God.
That looks right to me. Sadly, though, you have you can't quite locate Kabisk right now. You managed to find Krolas very easily, but unfortunately, Kabisk must be indoors or something.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I cannot see him right now. He must be under some sort of covering.
It is a very foresty planet.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
So stupid.
how does that
But
make
yes.
any sense?
I am Zim. I have been sent here to keep you safe and get you past the Imperial Guards. I have a passcode that I have been given, but apparently I haven't been given it yet.
No, you've been given it.
Yeah.
You can make it up
Oh, okay.
yourself.
Oh!
Well, like, it's nice of you to just say that out loud, I suppose. Is there no one, like, listening here? Or, like,
I'd like to imagine the guards were not actually told a passcode. They were just told a Twi'lek's gonna come up to you and say some nonsense and let them through.
Yeah, there's no actual path, yeah.
Well, you see, here on Kibindi, everybody has little walkie-talkies and they're always passing information to each other, so it doesn't matter what you say, somebody will hear it.
Sneaky bastards.
Kirsty, we talked about this.
Weird
Sensitivity
smell
training.
on this planet. I don't know if I like it.
1 point on the imaginary crusty rehabilitation scale.
No.
You had made it to minor fascist. You're going down.
You made it 2 minor fashions.
That's right.
That's crazy. That's a
something
crazy
about-
thing to say. That's
There's,
crazy.
there's something so familiar
is
about this
this
planet, and I just
scale?
cannot put my finger on what it was. Why do I know this planet's name?
Let's just hope he doesn't get past advanced fascist.
No.
No, we started there. We did a lot of work.
Yeah, that's where we started.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
Um,
Krusty's done a lot of self, a lot of work digging out of that hole.
Well, let's just hope there's not too much paparazzi waiting for us to when we get out of the checkpoint and whatever. So what is your name, Twi'lek?
I am Zimmerotok, but you can call me Zim, as is what
Perfect.
everybody calls me.
You can call me Plugs. I am the Chrome Humbler, these guys. Well, you can call me many things, I suppose. I make sure, at the end of the day, I make sure everything he does is safe and good for the people who are watching, and the money he gains ends up in my pockets.
She's
And
a
this is,
bloody thief, Zim. Don't trust her. She's a damn thief.
I told you, I'm getting you those 1,500 credits, okay?
But
I just needed this jetpack.
But you see, Krusty, she talks in such a believable and convincing manner. I find myself just drawn to her.
See? This is exactly what I'm saying. Right. Oh, this is Verona, by the way.
Ah, yes, the not
Yeah,
Jedi.
yes. Yes.
Yes.
It is one way to put it.
A capable swordswoman.
You should get some sort of shirt that says "Not Jedi," so that everybody knows that you are not one.
I hadn't thought of
Is it-
that.
This is a good idea. Let me write that down.
Could we make
Not
that some sort of
Jedi.
merchandise as well?
We should not be selling merch of you. We don't. First of all, I'm not working for
Wait,
you. I'm working
but
for Krusty.
If everybody wears shirts that say they are Jedi, then they won't know who the real ones are.
But presumably, everybody who didn't have a shirt that says they weren't a Jedi would therefore be a Jedi.
Well, the other thing I would recommend, though, Verona, maybe you shouldn't be wearing your "I Love the Rebellion" T-shirt. In
Big rebellion logo on it.
yeah,
That was gifted to
I
me many
hate
years ago by my best
Imperials.
friend.
just says "I Heart
a very-
Rebellion."
It's a very
Also-
nice shirt.
The little logo there with all the Jedi Masters and the love heart in the middle of it, that's a bit of a giveaway too.
It's like a Photoshop, like
It's just a collage book of all the Jedi that you
like a
can
big
think of.
heart over it.
Yeah,
like
this
that.
is this is when we went to Jedi summer camp. It was very nice, you know.
Yes, probably run by someone like Plugs, another it's
Excuse
confidence trickster. No such
Well,
thing.
there was
You don't know what I've done for you, Krusty.
there was this Rhodian in charge at the summer camp thinking about it.
Are you being racist to Rhodians right now? What the fuck?
Was that you, Plugs?
It was obviously not me. Do you not recognize? Do you think every Rhodian looks the same? Oh my god, why is everyone? Anyway, let's just move on. Let's go to the checkpoint and we can figure it out from there, right?
I will lead them to the checkpoint, and I will find the newest looking person at the checkpoint to talk to.
Sure. You can do that. They've all just sat there. It's like passport control basically. Only there aren't passports because it's Star Wars. But they're just sat at a
That's
desk.
Starports.
Yep, waiting for someone to approach, pretending to work on a computer. Tap, tap.
Hello, I would like to say something very important to you.
I might need my boss.
Sure, you can go get your boss, and I can say it to him. That's fine.
Oh, okay. He just presses a button, and there's a noise, and eventually an Imperial officer walks over. Yes, what is it?
Palpatine's pool party.
Oh,
Is he coming?
no, don't worry. Yes, of course. Don't worry, son. This is just this is someone who was invited along with me to Palpatine's pool party. You see, they can go straight through. They're in the inner circle.
The Emperor is here? What?
He's having a
I didn't.
Thank you
Palpatine never
very much.
struck me as someone who had pool
Hardwood
parties.
just set us up.
I think
Also, I
Hardwood
have-
already told us this.
It's very
About
good to see
Palpatine's
the
pool
children
party?
getting it as a
Well,
family
no, not
business.
about that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
I'll lead everybody through. Also, just so you know, as a piece of advice, if you ever have to get past an Imperial checkpoint, always try Palpatine's pool party first.
How many pool parties does he have?
A lot. He's the Emperor.
So, is it a party with
Yes,
like a
makes
swimming
sense. That
pool or a
makes
party
sense.
with
It
like
makes sense.
the table with the cues?
It's both.
Oh,
Oh,
Sometimes
like
it-
a
or the
floating
tables
pool
in
table
the,
in the
in
pool. I like that. That's quite cool.
They call
like
it
that.
water poolo.
And all the
that-
red guarded there on little
Oh.
like pink dinghies. It's great.
Palpatine's just using the Force to move the pool cue, not even touching it.
Never
Yeah, because you
loses
just like
either.
openly, like casually move using the Force as he does.
As he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we've seen him do that in the films, he's at the same time also shooting lightning at the things. I feel like that might be quite bad when he does that in the pool.
In the pool.
Ah!
I've killed another load of yes at my pool party.
Lord Vader, it seems like my latest pool party has been a terrible success.
I invited rebel leaders to my pool party.
All right, cool. You're in. You're in to the city of Jorah, the bridge city of Jorah. One could even say. Jorah stretches between a pair of towering rock arches that you obviously saw as you were flying in, but someone didn't feel the need to describe it to you then. Lofty palaces and habitation complexes rise from the sprawling urban architecture that covers every centimetre of the bridge's surface. Bridges, walkways, and platforms connect the buildings at all levels, while speeders zip between buildings and under bridges. As you come into the city, the underside of the bridge comes into view. Buildings of all shapes and sizes descend from the bridge also, mirroring the city above. Where the upper city is alive and vital, however, the hanging city is dark, its bridges collapsed and its towers crumbling. A dark mirror of the upper half. And as you enter the city and you look around you, you see a lot of Kubas. If Krusty is about to make a sudden realization or not.
Krusty, please. He's eaten something very bad on the trip here. He has food poisoning. Don't worry about it. Oh. Have we got like a limo like planned? That's what I'm imagining. Like we booked no, probably don't because we weren't coming here. We were planning on coming somewhere else.
Yeah, you didn't make last minute corrections. Sadly, there is a limo waiting for you on a different city on this planet.
Yeah,
it's going to be there in a while.
Zim, have you managed to perhaps get some kind of speeder or some kind of private vehicle for us? Perhaps with the paparazzi, they're everywhere for Krusty. You know how it is.
I'll let you choose whether you want to or not.
Oh, no, I would be completely honest with you. I was too busy watching you across the galaxy as you were flying here. I didn't have time to book anything.
All warn us that we were leaving Kabisk behind on that planet.
Look,
now Richard's really
I can't believe you wouldn't tell us.
Do you know how hard it was for me to explain to Richard that we've left him behind and that we've already gone?
Who's Richard?
I don't know, but he just does. Apparently, he's one of our crew's dad.
Richard is. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Well, if he's complaining about his lost little son, he seemed like a bit of a dick.
We're gonna get on very well, Zim.
Okay. There's nothing like that Veranis guy. He's way cooler.
Yeah, Veranis
that's
was
what lied
cool.
to me.
Yes.
Oh,
Veranis is
really?
much cooler.
Is it? Oh, I thought.
Didn't he say?
I thought he.
Wait, I thought yes. Didn't Richard?
Oh, God,
they hired you.
Plugs, I've just had a realization.
Oh my god.
We've left Kabisk behind on Arborween.
That's where he is!
He's still on Arborween.
That Chiss guy! Oh, I knew I forgot something.
We've
God.
already been over this, Krusty.
I thought that room was a bathroom. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning up before we leave the ship in there. I completely forgot.
Wait,
I knew there was.
you mean the room you've been in working on your arm the whole last week?
Yes,
There's
I've been.
some other Force user near here playing mind tricks on Krusty. What's happening?
What do you mean some
Magic?
What do you mean some other Force user? I don't know what you could possibly mean by that.
Seems the way the Force for Dummies book back in the bag.
We literally have a book like that. It's like you joke, but we literally did get a book basically like that.
We did. We do actually have that. Oh yes.
I can't remember why we're on this planet, but we should probably get to it.
Let's get to an hotel or something. And is there an hotel nearby, Zim? Do you know? At least.
Again, I was too busy. I was just watching you the entire time.
Right.
Well, why don't you use your fancy scope to look into
Let's
the
just
hotel.
point the sniper at people around.
It's a maniac.
Point my sniper up at every point in the city, and I looked for some hotels and probably terrified
Yeah,
some
see if you
people.
can find the hotel.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see any vacant rooms out there, Zim?
Yes, there's definitely some vacancies. I mean, how nice a hotel do you want? Because I could make you a vacancy.
Let's be honest, we're on Kabindi. What's exactly that? You know, I'm not expecting much.
No, we'll take one that's open already.
Are you sure? I don't have any problem with
We
opening
have
another one.
plenty of money to pay for it, right, Krusty?
Yes, I'm sure you do. Plugs.
Pulls out. Pulls out. It's empty. Empty pockets. Like some lint falls out.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of impressed that there's more than just mud huts here on Kabindi.
The,
You know, there's
the
actually some
city is
culture
very
here.
lovely.
Krusty, remember that?
Here.
Remember that reel you have in your pocket? Why don't you just have a look at that, and we'll just
Isn't this such a nice city, Krusty? Like elbowing him while looking at the crowd.
Yes.
But the
Yes.
big question:
You
do
just
you want
crowd.
Do you want to stay in the
It's the
shady,
random
mysterious undercity, or the nice, bright, over the bridge city?
Well, we have a
Um,
better vantage point in the
the one
overcity.
that least smells like fecal matter, please, Zim.
So there's the Undercity, which has, all the like gangs and the people who might be not entirely up to snuff and is probably not a great place to be. And then there's the top side, which has probably like all the nice and expensive places and which smell really nice. I think there's a pretty clear choice here.
Yeah.
Right, so which way is the underside?
Yes, I was going to say, you don't
Oh.
seem like you would have the money for the nice ones. That's why I was offering to make some rooms. But
Yes, and there's probably
some
more
rooms, you're a builder.
Imperial presence up top as well.
no, I was going to find some not vacancies and make them vacant.
I do not. They seem to be talking in this
Right.
weird. I don't really know what they're talking about, Krusty. Do you?
I was going
some
to
kind of, like,
shoot
engineer
some
talk?
people
Oh.
Oh.
I
with this,
I don't
and I point
think
the
I
laser
can
pointer back
condone
in your
that.
eyes.
I don't know if this is a good idea. No, we're trying to keep a low profile here. Apparently, there's Jedi's
Yes, we might
about on
want
this
to-
planet.
Well,
Someone mentioned there might be Jedi's
yes,
around.
and I'm sure any Jedi who would be around would not be happy if you killed innocent people.
And it
Well-
probably poses anyway because there's no such thing as the Force. But
yes, but the worst part is they would, if we made if we could, draw attention to us, that would be bad.
part of me does think that, thinning the Kabindi population might not be the worst thing.
I don't. Okay, Krusty, we really need to have a talk.
Well, how
I've been
about
feeling very confused ever since I made my gauntlet.
Oh, I
What we
knew this
should
would
do
happen.
is we should go
He
find
has
a
become more
temporary room.
racist.
and then we can see if there's some people who aren't so innocent in the nicer rooms, and then I can kill them for you.
I think we'll just stick with the first rooms.
Why don't we just go talk to reception and see what rooms are open?
Yes, let's just go find any place to stay. We
To
will
be
do
honest,
just that.
Well, I'll leave you guys to it because I can afford a room, so I'm gonna go and find myself a nice little place.
All right.
Maybe there's I'm
don't
looking
think
for
we
the
should let
most
Krusty-
tourist. The most touristy.
I'm following Krusty.
Hotel.
I'm not leaving him alone.
Does anybody know? I want to find the place where the most tourists, the most out of towners are.
All right.
Ideally.
Well, there's a few districts to this place. You'd probably want to head to the commercial district.
Yes, that sounds right.
The economic center. Can't quite get to the palace district. Bit fancy. I should probably describe to you the layout of Jorah.
That would be nice. Would be nice.
So, unlike what Krusty has been saying for the Kubas as a species, you will know from the history of the galaxy and recent history as well that Kubindi and the Kubas are actually fairly renowned for their technological creations. Someone like Thweek running around with very enhanced cybernetics isn't so far out of the realms of what they do quite often. And the city reflects these changes as well, with Jorah and Kubindi being quite central in droid production. Nothing to do at all with Cato Nimordia, I promise. It's a completely separate planet. Yep.
Separate.
Yes, yes, exactly. Very separate. And maybe
These
there
bridge
are some...
cities really remind me of Cato Nemoidia the last time I went.
And maybe
I've never heard of it.
Maybe there was even quite the separatist presence on this planet, you know? Probably was. To be fair, indeed there was, because they grew this city and made it big and high because of the profits made by the Trade Federation, would you believe? Who also operated from here.
Maybe
and so they
that's
built
why
it
Krusty
upwards.
hates them.
Yeah, maybe.
He's jealous of their technological prowess.
Perhaps.
But I was going to say, you know, that there is quite an impressive technology here. Maybe there is something to be learned, but I can't imagine that this was.
You don't need to finish that sentence. Let's just keep walking.
I think you should have ended it at impressive, and
Yeah.
we move on.
But
It is
essentially,
impressive. I'll give them that.
what you will know about it from what you can see so far is that there is a residential district, which is home to poorer residents, where you'll have things like cantinas, cafes, eateries, and like just general local businesses. It's a lot of potentially once wealthy people who have kind of fallen on harder times following the defeat of the Trade Federation during the Clone Wars. There is a factory district, which is more, you're not going to find much for a tourist there, but that would be where workers go, people manufacturing generally. Commercial district, which once upon a time was a lot more thriving than it used to be, but is still the major economic sector. You'll find a lot of the more upmarket of what you would find in the residential district, essentially, the richer versions of all of that. And then a palace district, which you're not invited to. But this is where the mansions and the estates of the city's wealthy and prosperous will live, with some extremely high market things for tourists, perhaps.
Of course you don't.
And they wonder why all the other species hate them.
Yes, because no
Not
other
even
planet
invited.
has a palace district. Not any planet that you've been to so far.
Nowhere we've been to has had any.
No. Of course not.
We've not seen any class systems anywhere.
No one called the Reeve would have a mansion at the top of a city, would they?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Definitely.
We were practically rolled out the red carpet there.
Yeah, to be fair, we did just walk in there.
Yes, you walked in, you
We-
stole all
that's
your
true.
stuff, and then you walked out again.
We were. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. What a nice guy.
What an
and the
asshole.
Kubas aren't even willing to see us.
Are you willing to steal from us?
Yeah.
What's
What's wrong with my stuff?
Verona, can you remind me again of your outfit?
Oh god.
How Jedi-like do you look?
Oh.
Well, I think I was wearing some sort of robe, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, but like people.
I don't think I had any like special markings on the outside or anything, but
Everyone
it's
wears
just like
robes.
a generic robe.
Yeah, okay.
From the
then.
looks
Okay.
Oh, and there is that T-shirt, that picket sign that says "Love Rebellion, Hate Empire."
Oh,
Simple
yeah,
as.
that too. Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, all your signed, your Clone Wars sticker album with all the Jedi Knights and all
Yeah.
the.
Clone Wars.
I
And
keep
there's a-
that in the robe pocket so they can't.
That's
Yeah,
see.
crazy.
she's got like a
Sticker
heart
album.
over Plo Koon on it,
Yeah.
and there's
Who
like
wouldn't, to be fair? Have you seen him?
Who would?
Oh my god.
I certainly wouldn't like to kiss him.
The fuck?
Well, it would look painful.
Messy.
Looks like it'd be painful.
I saw a short today just titled "The
He took
Most
his
Powerful
mask off.
Jedi in Star Wars," and it's a character who appears 3 times. Once when he's sat on the Council of Jedi Masters, once when he walks past Obi-Wan in a corridor, and the 3rd time is when he jumps down and gets shot like a bitch by Jango Fett. That's his 3 appearances. And this guy, as I said, Jedi
Is it the
Master
bug eye
Council.
guy with the
blue,
was it?
I think.
Oh.
I don't know. His
No,
name.
he was green.
Was he
He's green, right? I know who you mean. He's
Who is
like
it?
the not
is
Twi'lek
it
looking-
what's his name?
Kit
Fuck.
Kit Fisto.
Kit Fisto.
No, it's not him.
It might
He
be
died
Kit
fighting
Fisto.
Palpatine.
No, Kit Fisto comes. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I know who it is. I'll just check their name.
Yeah.
Okay, I know which species they are. Oh, where are the?
Get shot like a bitch by Jango Fett. God damn it, man!
I still
Oh my
wish that
God.
they'd kept the version where Jango Fett's head rolls out from his helmet when Boba Fett picks it up. It would
Oh
be
my
so much better.
god, it's crazy.
But yeah, as you are on the planet, could you make a perception check for me? Against just 2 purples.
All of us.
Just anyone?
Yeah, anyone who wants to.
I get a bonus to these.
I'm not. Oh wait, so do I. Okay, it didn't matter.
Green to yellow. And a bonus. Against what? Sorry, was it?
2 purple. Okay, that's a lot of successes coming this way. So, first of all, Hog, what you've been here a bit longer than the others, even if you weren't really looking around the place at all, it would seem. But you have noticed that there doesn't seem to be any kind of feeling of welcome to your stay here so far. It seems like nobody here is particularly happy to see someone not from this planet on it. And then Plugs, you don't notice anything. But Verona and Krusty...
I'm too busy looking at my data pad that I'm writing stuff
Yeah, exactly. Verona and Krusty, you both feel like you're getting some particularly hostile looks from people.
on. No.
With your advantage, Verona, you feel like it is because of your robes. Krusty, you don't have any advantage, so you don't know why. But let's face it, you know why.
We probably know why. Oh god.
So, don't know why.
I think it would be good if we find that hotel sooner rather than later.
Yes,
we'll
good luck,
just-
folks.
we'll
I'm going to go to
over
that
it, yeah?
expensive-looking one over there.
No, wait. Oh, we'll just come with you. It will be fine.
Oh, have you got enough to get in?
Yeah.
I'm sure Plugs will find a way.
I'm practically royalty on this planet, even though I haven't been invited to the palace.
Yeah, well,
They know me. They'll probably just let me in
they
for
might know
fear
you,
of being
let's not talk about fear or anything.
offended.
Let's just we'll walk in and we'll see what happens.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Do I notice who they're specifically disgusted in?
I wonder.
Like, because I imagine they're focusing more on.
You feel like you didn't get any advantage on that, so no.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not going to give you that one. Although it is a lot of success. The threat I'm going to say is that you're focused on yourself, but you know that you're getting some looks. Verona independently also knows that she's getting some looks.
Yes, I'm like pulling the hood up more, like
Which doesn't
keep
seem
Can
to
I-
happen.
Could I put my walkie-talkie to my ear and then shake my head back and forth and see if it makes them like me more?
Classic.
Make a charm roll against 5 purple.
Oh no! Where is? Oh, I'm very good at that, so this will be fine.
Yeah.
Really, really, really good.
Yeah, they don't like you more.
Oh.
Green and yellow is not too bad.
If anything, they just look confused. Like they don't really understand what you were trying to do there. But you know, that
They
just
do
might
not
be a
appear
me problem.
to. They do not like the way that I have heard them communicating in the past.
Eventually, my
to
frustration with all
dialect.
this attention starts to obviously wear me down a little bit.
Mhm.
So I kind of make a face towards them, a gesture, and say, "Can I help you?" through pursed lips whilst flicking them. Licking my tongue.
This is the whole reason this entire thing started.
I'm trying to get myself. I'm trying to
You-
become more.
don't- Don't do this.
Can you roll a d100 for me?
Oh my god.
With-
He's gonna get us killed.
The
in
int-
2
the
seconds.
intention of this is good.
Well,
D100.
Is it?
Yeah,
hmm.
my intentions are good. It's like when you go and you order food in the country you're in's language. That's what I'm trying to do.
Sure. So
Yeah. No.
what-
Except is what you do is un cerveza, por favor.
Can I?
Do you speak
Can I help you?
English?
So walking by is a Kubaz family of 4. Just a happy family, mom, a dad, 2 kids. They're just walking by. They're not looking like they're particularly wealthy. The dad is just coming back from a job at the factory. He's got his blue collar shirt on.
It's been a long day.
Of course.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell he's
Yeah.
been working.
and he
Yeah.
walks by and he just shields
Covered
the
in
children's
soap.
eyes from you.
I know.
It's-
The woman like,
yes, the woman clutches
clutching her pearls.
fake pearls. If she had pearls, she would be clutching them.
No, no.
And they just look very upset.
Does he remove his flat cap and put it in front of one of the kids' faces so they can't see?
Absolutely. Finally, an
He definitely has a
opportunity for a
flat cap.
Brummy accent, and I'm not even going to give him a voice.
One of the kids is like, "Daddy, what's that guy doing?" I go,
Daddy,
"Don't
what is he doing?
Yeah. Don't look, my son. This isn't the time.
Don't look.
I know I don't look
Horrible
like
man.
you people, but I'm trying to be better.
Say
I
you
don't,
people.
I don't look like you people.
I can't believe it. This finally happened.
I'm so sorry. We're trying to help him. He has a problem, you see. Here is
yes,
I give them 19 credits.
I'm going to roll.
that all you had?"
Well, I have a bit more, but that was a large chunk of what I had left over. Yes.
The dad just keeps talking. He's like, I can't believe it. The armed patriot has come to Kabindi.
No, he's not the Iron Patriot anymore. He is the Chrome Umbler. He's trying.
Rapture is upon us.
Trying. He is trying.
This is the end for all of us. He's bringing his army of mechs and mechanical boxing fists. Oh,
And
poor
suddenly,
dweeb. No one's seen him for years. It's only been 6 months, but no one's seen him for years.
Suddenly, the ominous
But he's
music
been gone
plays,
for a while.
and it cuts to the it cuts to the kid looking at me, through their fingers, and all they see is just the light, the red light of my blade. My it's really quiet underneath the ominous music, but it's there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. The armed patriot is a Sith. He's
No,
a Sith
he's-
Lord.
He's not the Iron Patriot. He's the Chrome Umbler. Please.
I'm gonna
He
wait
might be a
first.
Sith Lord, but
Wait,
whatever.
please, this is the Chrome Humbler, not the Iron Patriot.
Yeah,
Jedi
get
mind
right.
trick.
Whisper to Krusty.
Jedi mind trick the family.
Oh no! I'm gonna be like, do you want any witnesses, or you need these eliminated?
We're in the middle of a street. What do you mean?
No, I'm trying to impress them. I don't want them dead.
Oh, sorry, I
I'm trying-
misunderstood. They seemed very afraid of you, so I assumed this was a.
I'm not sure why.
This is the end.
Would you like me to roll?
Kids, look at this,
Yes,
kids.
Verona, yes.
Look at the shiny lights on my new gauntlet, kids.
Yes, the
Isn't it
red light
fun?
is quite menacing. That's why I thought you were going for quite a threatening approach.
Well, he didn't really have a choice. It was just the Kyber crystal he had was bad.
Yeah, maybe red wasn't the best choice, but what? Beggars can't be choosers,
He
unfortunately.
only had a red Kyber crystal.
That's it.
I don't know if I want
Unfortunately,
to
my
use
hot
dark side
pink
points.
kyber crystals were hard to get a hold of.
How
I
does
guess
this,
they'll just think I'm being a bit weird because I don't think I want to use the dark side pip.
yeah,
Oh,
how does
great.
this power work then? Does this mean that you still make a roll for the charm check just with nothing, or just that you fail that as well?
You make an opposed discipline versus discipline check combined with an influence power check.
I see. So
But then it's if you spend force pips to succeed on the check, you can force the target to believe something.
right.
But
So
since I'm not spending a pip, I don't think it matters.
no, does this mean we still do discipline v discipline though?
I guess so. I guess I could still be convincing them normally, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it will be just 2 purple because this is a civilian. You do get
Why?
a setback though for reasons unknown.
Why is she waving her hand like that? It's very weird to talk to people and wave your hand in front of them.
Don't do that. That's incredibly rude, Verona.
It's such a rude gesture.
God.
Okay, that's all cancelled out. I'm
Just
gonna
one
have
advantage.
them make a roll then. Oh shit.
Oh.
Damn, they did that well. Okay. It's like, what are you doing with your hand? Oh no. And they run away. Run, my
that-
children.
So the one thing we were trying to do was not offend these people and add that we have someone with force powers with us. Those were the 2 things we were trying to avoid.
I can still chase after them if it's a problem.
I believe that is going to attract even more of a crowd.
They're just an innocent family.
Just no woman.
Just an innocent family.
Yes, an innocent family that you have just shown your Jedi magic powers to, and Krusty has shown a fucking crazy lightsaber weapon to, and
it down.
offended them.
Even if they have an idea, that's not the way. We don't kill them. We'll
But
just
no,
have to deal with it.
But we have to leave. We cannot stay here. The tour is
Yes, we
cancelled.
do.
This is going to ruin the tour.
We'll go to a different part of the city. It'll be fine.
I mean, I don't have to tell you that they're dead. They can just not reveal the information to others.
No. Leave the
I'm
family
going
be.
back to the ship. We have to figure something out. Oh God.
Yes, let's just head back to the ship. I think that's a good idea, actually.
What do you mean? I'm trying to find a nice hotel somewhere I can finally get a good night's sleep. I haven't slept for 5 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks since we left Arbuin.
Yeah, and I didn't sleep while we were there.
Oh
Why
my
didn't you
God.
sleep? The nice old lady gave you a wonderful room.
No, she didn't.
She did.
She did.
I'm knackered. I'm going to go and pay for a nice bed.
We cannot leave him alone like this.
No, we can't.
Okay, let's just follow him. Don't talk to anyone, okay?
Yes,
gonna
please don't talk to anyone
I'm
else.
going to have to talk to the concierge in order to get a room.
Plugs will do that.
That's not how hotels
The
work.
plugs will not be talking to anybody on my behalf. Look at the damage she's done already.
How much do I
As-
get paid again by you?
You don't.
Exactly. I'm going back to the ship. I turn around and walk in. You're not my problem anymore.
Get paid by Kabisk, who you left negligently on Arbuin.
I'm out of your
Plug,
shop.
should we go back? Oh, you're already leaving. Okay.
I'm leaving. Why the fuck do I'm not gonna clean up your messes. If you're gonna keep doing this, you're gonna say I'm the one who's fucking it up? I don't. I'm gonna pay
Zim,
enough
keep,
for this.
keep an eye on Krusty. I'm gonna go after
Of
Plugs.
course. So, Krusty, these little problems that you've created now that
I'm gonna run after Plugs as
interfering
well.
management has departed, do you wish me to take care of it for you? a little favor among
Plugs
friends.
gets shot in the back of the head and fucking dies.
I did not mean to kill Plugs. I meant to eliminate the witnesses.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
I was not going to kill Plugs.
No, I thought that's so funny.
Yeah, so Krusty, this Plug saved. Very annoying. Haven't you? Going to take her out? Yes. I can still see
Oh
her.
my god.
I'd like to imagine if Krusty agrees this. You initially aim at Plugs, and then Krusty's like, "Oh wait, no."
No, we best not draw too much attention, especially.
That's the only reason.
Maybe we'll rethink about this once we're in the penthouse suite in one of these hotels.
True. That's a very good vantage point as well. So I'll be able to see them a lot better in the city from there.
It has just, you know what? It's a great point, Zim, that you make. Why are we here?
I'm here because I'm being paid an awful lot of money to keep you safe.
Ah, excellent. Why am I here?
I don't know. I think they did though, but they
Only
went the other
had
way.
A manager who planned things for you and who could tell you. That's crazy.
Damn, I
Or
should really
someone
start
looking
keeping
for
a calendar.
crystals, and there might be a chance there's one here.
Krusty, do you have the communicator number? I should add them to my phone.
Yeah.
Communicator.
Yeah, of course. Here you go.
I think you mean Spaphone.
My share.
Space phone, yeah.
Yeah, your phone.
Phone.
Okay, I'm going to call up Plugs on my space phone.
You're going to
Okay.
call the number that Krusty gave you. Hello.
Oh no! Is that my
Krusty.
fake? Yeah, I never gave Krusty my real phone number. Let's be real.
Who's this gonna be then?
Hello. This is
Hello?
Baraban speaking.
Who is Buraban?
Oh, I recognise that Midland accent from anywhere.
This is Baraban. I work in the bars.
I'm supposed to be calling Plugs.
Oh, Plugs. I know her. Yes, I could give you her number if you want. Did Krusty give you this one by any chance?
Krusty did give me this number, yes.
Oh, every number he has is mine. That's the problem.
I see. Well, if you could give me Plugs' number, unless you, whilst you're giving me the number, it's also useful to know. Krusty doesn't know why he's on Kabindi. Would you happen to know why he's on Kabindi?
I think, yes, he just came here and did part of his rehabilitation tour on the bat, where he fought Gary, but it was all a plan to lure in this new person who was...
just tell anyone that. Buraban.
It was
This is a secret.
He was going to fight this new person so that he could improve his image with the Kubas. And then Gary came in, which was all a part of the major plan, you see. And then
telling
and
everything.
it killed half a stand of Kubas, and it was very upsetting. But you know, we got some good pictures out of it. I'm still waiting for the broadcast, you see.
So no, not the broadcast.
I'm surprised it hasn't come out yet. I did an interview, you know.
Well, the thing is that we're on Kabindi, and he's just threatened a family of four that was on their way home from work. And
That sounds like Krusty.
And now Plugs and Verona, they've left, and I was trying to call her to find out why Krusty was here in the first place. So this is very confusing. I've just been hired to keep them safe, but I think that whatever this Gary situation that happened before is much more serious than I was led to believe.
Well, perhaps, but you know, you should really talk to Plugs about that bit. I just told you all that I love about my dear beloved, but the rest of it is down to you.
Well, thank you. Yes, if you can give me Plugs' number, I will call immediately.
Yes, here you go. It's 6.
Thank you.
That's it.
Hang out.
That is also not my number. I did not give Buraban my number.
I didn't realize you had such a basic number.
I'm gonna press 6. See who
Okay.
this is.
Okay.
That's
Except
a
there's
lot of
only
button
one
presses
beat.
for 6.
Yeah. There's only one beep.
Hello?
Hello?
This isn't plugs either, is it?
What? I don't know who these plugs is.
You have a great voice, whoever you are.
Oh, I thank you.
Well, if you're not plugs, I guess piss off and hang up.
Oh. Somewhere a Twi'lek turns back to their family. I don't know what prick that was.
Who the fuck is this plugged person?
That's another one for the list.
Yep, another plug hater.
So I will turn to Krusty. Once you have got settled in the penthouse, I will make a quick trip to ask plugs what is going on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Plugs for their phone number.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. Also, when you do, just could you tell plugs? I just realised we've left Kabisk on Arbuine.
Oh my
We've actually
god.
left. He's still on Arbuine. She'll know what I mean. She'll know
Cuts
what I'm
to
talking about.
Plugs and Verona walking towards the ship. Verona, you know what the worst part about this is? I just remembered. I think we left Kabisk on Arbuin. Can you believe this? Just
I
for
swear
that guy.
there must be a force user somewhere messing with the two of you. We've been over this twice now.
Have we? Oh, right. Yes, he's the
Yes.
cheese guy. Right, we did.
Yeah.
Did you know his father is Richard Hardwood?
You get back to the Imperial checkpoint at this point, where the same young person is still at the desk, just like, oh, hello again. Palpatine's pool
hello.
party, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
I like what? Hey, what is your name? I like you.
Oh, I'm John.
You're a good lad, John.
Thanks.
Don't
John
listen to what the haters say. You know that Iron Patriot Crowmember, whatever the fuck his name is.
Who?
Don't worry about it. He's nothing. He's nothing. You are the real guy. How are you in boxing, John?
I've never tried it.
Hmm.
You know,
How would you like to see Coruscant?
well, if I keep working well in the Imperial Academy, I'll be there in no time.
Well, you could become famous. You could become a great, famous, popular boxer. Have you ever heard of the Spider on Coruscant? It's a
No.
great place. These wonderful boxing matches. I know the owner. He's a great lad, and you know this guy
Really? What's his
Veranis.
name?
Oh, the owner. Oh well, let me just look into my notes for like 5 years ago.
See who
I wrote
finds
it down
fucking
somewhere.
first.
No, I'll remember. No, that's too early. Krusty fell in love. Arrow sexual tension. How the fuck did I write that down?
What? When did that happen?
Corson Fan, was that his name?
Yep.
Damn.
Told you I had notes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes, he's
oh,
a
fascinating.
great guy.
I'm glad I waited for that.
Yes, I don't know why you asked. Like you weren't gonna know his name. Let's be real.
I just wanted to get in touch, you know. But look, all I want is to one day be invited to one of Palpatine's pool parties, like you.
Well, I could hook you up.
Really?
I know him very well.
Oh, what's he like in
Yes.
person?
Oh, he's got an electrifying personality.
Oh,
What a strange turn of phrase.
Yes, that's one way to put it.
How would you know?
Yes.
Wait, were you at
That's
these
just
parties
something-
too?
But obviously,
Yes, we both went to the pool.
we were both. Did you not see both of us were here earlier? Of course, we're both going to this pool party.
Oh, I'm just surprised. I don't know what I mean
Why
by
are you
that.
surprised? Yes, well,
Uh,
that's kind of messed up. You know what?
so anyway,
I
there's a
was,
line
go-
forming
I was
up,
going
so,
to make you a star, but I've learned my lesson not to take racists and walk on.
yeah. As you're saying, well, there's a line. You see that there's nobody coming in.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. When you make it back on board the ship, the holocron beeps and buzzes, and the gatekeeper emerges once more. Hello, Verona, Plugs. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Uh,
Things have already not gone well.
sorry, my theme music just started playing.
Oh, my phone. Sorry.
Look, I've been keeping track of how things have been going out there, and well, I could feel the rather hostile gaze you were attracting, so I figured that I shouldn't appear. But
Yes.
You can just say gay people.
no, yes, the hostile gaze, and well, well, I just thought that I wouldn't reveal myself, but it turns out, in a rather fortuitous turn of events, seeing as it's the first planet you've been to, I think my kyber crystal is here.
Oh,
Like slams her head into the wall. She's like, "Oh fuck."
well, that's fantastic. Where is it?
I don't know. Here.
Oh. Do you not have, like, a direction, or...
No.
Can you beep like when you get closer or something? Like,
If you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
within
can you go
1
like a
meter
beep?
of it, I promise I will beep. How about that?
okay. You can work with
Right,
that.
I think 1 meter is going to be quite hard on a planet this big.
Oh, I can narrow it down to this general city if that's what you want. Sorry. Otherwise, I'd
Oh,
told
yes,
you when
that's
we were
much
coming to
more
fly in, you know. But I can tell you, this general vicinity area, not like I'm not being so unspecific as to say this planet. I'm saying specifically this place, Jorah. Maybe the
Right,
outlying
okay.
towns, but probably here.
Well, if the crystal's here, we're going to have to stay around, Plugs.
I was afraid you were going to say that. Gregor, we're not leaving yet. Never mind. You can go back to whatever you were doing. Just be ready. I'll probably call you at some point. You're probably going to have to pick us up. I know you wanted to leave, but we're going to have to go. You just be ready.
We'll get you an invite to the pool party, Gregor. Don't worry.
He's not that big on pools.
Oh.
He likes
I guess
pool,
it
though.
makes sense. Wait, which pool does he like? The stick or the water?
Fade to the other group.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about
All right. You two have made your way to a rather fancy-looking hotel in the commercial district. You've gone up like 50 levels in the city. You've got quite high, got a good overview. You've just reached the ground floor of this particular hotel, which doesn't really make sense, but think about it. And then, and now you walk in. It's very grand inside. Like you can see that they're like maybe struggling a little bit, but it is very, very upmarket. The Kubas at the desk are all wearing the finest suits that Kubas can buy.
They all have gold walkie-talkies.
Yeah, gold walkie-talkies.
Hmm.
Gold-plated tongues, which is a sign of true wealth in Kubas culture, maybe.
It is now.
It is now. Yeah. The person at the desk is someone who actually just comes out and says, "Oh, welcome to this fine establishment. It's so good to see you both. I can see that you understand our culture well. This is the most shiny arm I've ever seen. My goodness, fabulous."
There's absolutely no way
I turn
they'll
around.
like him.
I turn around and I look at Zim and I'm like, see, I knew it. I knew that they respected me. And then I say, well, thank you. I keep it polished all times. Quite impressive technology. I noticed this place has some quite impressive technology, actually.
Oh, well, yes, of course. This was a hub of droid manufacturing in the past, and we certainly have taken that further in our own development of cybernetics. It's fabulous, really.
Oh, you're a fan of cybernetics.
Oh yes, of course. Everyone on Kubaz is a Kubaz. Every Kubaz is a fan of cybernetics.
Oh, well, I feel like I'm going to fit right in then.
Oh, I would hope so. You must check out our leading cybernetics producers.
Oh, do you have a map?
Of course, we can provide you with one very nicely. They pull one out from the desk as they walk back to it, and it's got branding of the hotel on it. But it is just a map. Isn't it fabulous?
Is it just a paper map?
I mean, it's more of a like booklet situation. You know, what we
okay.
would
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
like when we were kids driving around in the back of a car.
I see. See, oh, that's very quaint, a primitive topological map.
Oh, of course, there is something truly wonderful about the tactile feel of the
Topographical.
old school.
Yes, I guess I could agree there. But sometimes the old ways are the best.
Yes.
Do you have any spare rooms? Have we got vacancies here? Did you say?
Oh, we have a few rooms. Make a perception check against two purples and a red.
Ooh. Two purples and a red.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you can see from the person saying this that when they say that there are a few rooms available, they mean basically all of the rooms are available.
I can see, the screen is like kind of angled and I can see that everywhere is vacant.
Yeah,
It's just full of vacancies.
Yeah, there's a map of the tower from the side view and you just see every room green, apart from like
Completely
one or
vacant.
two at the very bottom, which are just red.
It must be kind of quiet this season. I imagine we're not in holiday season quite yet, are we?
Oh, no, of course not. Make a percent. No.
Yeah, just over there, and I kind of gesture towards the screen. So that penthouse room, how much are we talking for one of these with a beautiful view of the city?
Oh, those are our super premium suites, and obviously they're in very high demand, and so the last minute rate would be probably we do 130 credits per night.
130 credits per night.
Yes.
Oh, that's extremely reasonable.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I mean, I would expect no less from someone of your obvious wealth.
So you know who I am?
I can just tell by your demeanor.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Chrome Humbler. Pleasure to meet you.
Ah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I must say, I'm not familiar with the name, but I'm sure I will look you up when we are done here, and I'll be very impressed.
Well, actually, I very recently saved a handful of Kubaz friends from being eaten on Nabat.
On the bat, you say?
Yes.
That's
yes.
interesting. I was aware that one of our prized fighters, Newm, was due to compete there, but there was no reports that came out afterwards. Everything's been very quiet, so I wasn't sure what happened. But if this is what's taken place, then all of Kabindi will owe thanks to you.
It was a real shame. I was actually supposed to face Mune myself, and I was really looking forward to it. I've heard he's quite a handy fighter.
Yes.
But the bout was cut short by a rampaging beast, a very large beast, actually, local to the area.
Oh.
We had to take it down with force.
Oh, that's a real shame.
Yes.
But I'm just glad to hear that you kept everybody so safe.
Nearly everyone, yes.
Nearly everyone, you say. Well, what as a as a percentage, how many would you say were kept safe?
Oh, a good few, good majority, probably the majority.
They're gonna make a perception check. What's your deception?
I think Krusty believes that.
True, actually.
If only I had my number for plugs in Verona so I could call for backup. If only.
Will this be?
Krusty's done this to himself.
Oh yeah, sorry. If you just roll your perception then against 2 purple. Deception. Sorry, not perception.
Oh, 2 green against 2 purple.
Ooh. Ooh, that is impressive. They appear a bit shaken by how you've said this, but they know not to press. Just I hope that it's all going to turn out well, and we would very much like to see Noom fight again. He really is a fantastic representation of
He's fine.
the Sankar Tsar's cybernetic productions. So,
but I would very much like to see their facility, see what they have on offer.
the
Maybe I
Sankar
could.
Tsar, of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Maybe I could offer some of my own knowledges to them in some way. I don't know if you've ever seen cybernetics like this. And then thunderstruck.
Jesus Christ!
Thunderstruck.
No.
Cool, isn't it?
How
Cool,
on
isn't it?
earth have you done this?
It was a good 2 weeks.
Are those lightsabers?
Lightsabers. Well, there is a crystal that I'm using in some very complex housing in here. But what it does is it uses the energy from the repulse fist, focuses it through the crystal, and then is harnessed in a very concentrated beam of light. So I guess it is a lightsaber.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
go
you're describing.
grab the post-it notes off the desk that every hotel has, and I'm gonna write "Not a Jedi" on it in block capitals, and then hold it up behind his head.
Okay.
This might work.
Well, look, you just enjoy your stay here. Do you have any idea how many nights, or are you just gonna have it roll over?
Oh, I think we'll wing it.
I see. Would you like breakfast?
Do you happen to have my constitution isn't as good as I wish it was. As you can see, I'm very pale and sickly. I struggle with the dietary needs of the Kubas. Do you happen to have anything that would be more culturally appropriate for me to eat?
Oh, we cater to all sorts, so don't you worry. As well, alongside the Kubas breakfast, we will offer a usual continental.
Oh, excellent! Yes, I don't want to get Kabindi belly again.
No, wait, what?
Kabindi belly. I think that's what they call it.
Oh, I've not heard that phrase, but
Oh yes,
enjoy your stay.
Just the air here. It makes me feel ill.
Oh, that's a shame. Yes, enjoy your stay. There is a line forming, so if I could ask you to head on up to the
I'm looking
suite.
behind. Is there a line forming?
There is no line.
There's no lie.
There's no
This
line.
is twice now we made that joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 times the charm.
Yeah.
Yes. I head off and head to our penthouse. Zim, will you be joining me?
If I am allowed, I would have a very good vantage point from the penthouse.
I'll permit it.
I would perhaps be able to see the ship.
Yes. Yeah. So we should probably go find out what Plugs and Verona are up to. They don't understand how to be around on these other planets, these other cultures, and they're always causing problems.
Cut back.
I head to
Wipe
the
other
the
group.
elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star wipe to the other.
Star wipe.
So yeah, me and Zim will head up to. Well, I guess while we're in the lift's probably quite slow. We should find out what the other two are doing.
I like to imagine it cuts back to us back at that checkpoint with the guy.
Oh, coming back again.
Yes, we just needed to grab some things. You know how it is.
Right, yes, well, I'd just like to say I'm sorry about my poor turn of phrase with your friend.
Well, the damage is done, isn't it?
Oh. Alright, go ahead.
That's what I thought, John.
Yes.
That is your
Well,
name.
we're off to Palpatine's pool party again.
Here? He's here?
Yes, of course. Where else would he be?
Palpatine is here? My goodness!
Yes, this
You
line
won't
of
be
people
seeing
are
him.
waiting to go see him.
I had
too
thought
early,
that
it's
new arrivals from outside was uncommon, but this is impressive. Or new arrivals from outside being 4, literally.
Yeah, being us.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
A massive
Oh.
event must be taking place.
Yes. Well, don't make sure not listen. There's a reason we do this in a very conspicuous manner. You know, the emperor, he doesn't like too much attention when he is traveling. You know how it is. So keep you know.
Yes. If
Hey.
everybody knew, they'd all want to go to the pool party.
Mm.
And that would be quite the problem, wouldn't it?
Yes. Well, okay. Have fun.
Oh, we will. We will. Right. Anyway, where are we going to find this Jedi crystal then? As we walk up.
Well, didn't really give us any pointers other than in the city.
What would we be doing? He came here during the Clone Wars, right?
Yes.
So I don't really know
I have-
anything about the history and all those things, you know. Have you studied anything about that?
Have I?
Have you? Why don't you
Let me
make
do a think.
Yeah, why don't you make me this will be knowledge. What are the knowledge skills again? I've forgotten. It's been so long
Core
since
world
anyone
education,
thought about
lore,
anything.
outer rim, underworld, warfare, and xenology.
You may use either warfare or knowledge in
Like
general.
lore might just work.
Yeah, lore.
Right. They're all the same for me, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. And this will be against 3 purples.
Oof. Okay. Oh,
Oh, with a lot of
Lucky.
threat.
Hmm.
Let me see. So Jorah and Kubindi was a place where the Trade Federation had a fair bit of activity. With separatists being present there, it being a major droid manufacturing place as well, including some of the more advanced droids that would have come out. And so obviously it was a target for Republic forces. It is therefore somewhere where battles would have taken place. It is somewhere that might have, as a result of that, thoughts towards people who have been there in the past, potentially negative thoughts, and it is potentially somewhere where Jedi could be sent.
That
Right.
makes sense. If only we had someone who knew a lot of things just about general things. You know, Verona, that reminds me. I used to know somebody like that. He was really strange. This blue fellow. He was a Chiss, I believe.
Kabisk?
Oh, you know him. Oh yes. Now, I think I can't remember what
this-
happened to him.
Is this some sort of like agent in the air that messes with people? I feel like something more sinister might be going on here.
Turns out I've secretly been messaging Redox and Jamolki to say you're both suffering from memory loss for plot reasons, so just RP it. That's not happening. They've both just decided to do
what
this.
the fuck? Maybe we just outed that. That was like the whole thing. What the hell?
Yes, but why are they
Yeah, oh my
affected and
God.
I'm not? This is very strange.
Right. So, where should we go and find Krusty? Or do you think we should just go and look on our own?
Well, knowing how Krusty is, Krusty's probably about to get arrested already.
Yeah, on our own it is.
Yes, I don't think we need that trouble.
Maybe we can find like an old droid factory
If-
or something that might have something to do with it.
Yes, my best guess would be either in some sort of abandoned factory, or perhaps it's being sold in the underground, or maybe it was taken to the palace as a
This is a
treasure.
good shout. I could see if I can contact some people and see if I have some black market contacts to speak to.
I think that would be a good place to start.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let us try and do that.
Okay.
Once we get to the penthouse, by the way,
Yeah.
I'm going to immediately go to look out the window to see if I can see the ship and or them.
Mm-hmm. The ship is fairly easily spotted from your high point. So I'm going to make you roll for that. As for them, I will have you make a 4 purple perception check.
Okie dokie. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, bup, bup.
Ow.
Wow.
That's
Ow.
That's pretty bad.
You nearly fall out of the window trying to find them, but you don't see them.
The reflection of my metal hand is shining in your eyes now.
The reflection of everyone's golden tongue in the affluent district is.
You think you might have seen us, but then the reflection beams back and get blinded, and you lose what you're looking at.
Ugh. I cannot find them from this window. I will have I'm going to see though if I can see that family for you from here.
Oh no!
Same roll.
Oh no!
This is gonna be the worst if this is the part that I see.
Oh, it's neutral.
Uh-oh.
Close.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot see them.
I think this building is too high.
Mhm. There's like a layer of clouds between the top of the building and anything else. Can't see anything.
It's nothing but clouds.
Yeah. So on the subject of black market,
Mhm.
you've obviously been told that the White Scar Syndicate operate here. One could presume that where there is one large gang, there are smaller gangs as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have experience with black market stuff, surely.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can find some like dingy, like random, like inn taverna kind of situation, pub,
Yeah.
and find some guy sitting in a dark corner and ask around a bit.
Yeah. Make me a perception roll, I guess. And you're only allowed to do it because you have your black market contacts. So the rest of you, it wouldn't be perception, it would be something harder. This will be 3 purple.
Could it be skullduggery, perchance?
That fits better. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
That or streetwise, but it's the same role.
Yeah,
So
that or that.
Well,
Well,
fuck me.
that's unfortunate.
We're on a roll today.
Damn.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that you see a lot of cantinas, a lot of places where these gangs could take place, but one that would definitely be housing them, you can't decide.
Okay.
As you are walking about the lower city, though, you see a lot of people walking around, seemingly with injuries that they look like they've been carrying for a very long time. You walk past quite a few pop-up tents in the lower city where people are receiving care from various Kubaz medical people.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Has some sort of fight gone down?
I wonder what is happening here.
Gang warfare, perhaps?
It would explain it. What kind of wounds have they got?
A lot of them seem to be old wounds, suffered potentially years ago. It's
But,
a lot
like,
of
in
older
combat?
residents.
Kind of like wounds, or like
Sorry, what?
combat kind of wounds?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a lot of older residents seemingly having long-term combat wounds that they seem to be getting treatment for.
right.
The more young
Well,
people in
well-
there seem to be just dealing with more recent injuries that they could have suffered from anything.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there was warfare here in the Clone Wars, then maybe some of the very
Yes.
old people might know something?
This is true. They might know about the hologram man, whatever his name is.
Yes. I think it would be worth trying to ask some of them.
Go on.
I guess, yeah, I'll just go up to like one of the people that looks like they've had a wound for a long time.
Mhm.
A very old scar. And
Yeah.
I'll ask them about like, oh, hello there. That's some pretty gruesome wounds you seem to have had before. How did that happen?
Just quickly gonna have them make a perception roll on you. We'll give them a setback. Why not? Okay. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. They will potentially answer. I'm gonna need you to also make a charm roll though, while you're here. Against just 2 purple.
All right. What? Why are we so bad today?
He just coughs. He's like, oh, we all have the
Why
same
didn't I
injuries
get the
here.
charm roll?
You should surely be aware. You did get an advantage though.
I did. One advantage.
Yeah. I was specifically someone who lived in the Undercity. That's where most of us
What a
were
weird thing
injured
to
from.
say.
What do you mean? I lived in the Undercity, you whippersnapper. You motherfucker.
Are we not? I assume we're currently in the Undercity,
No.
right?
No.
So like,
You're
we're
in the
not.
lower
Okay.
of the upper city.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought we were like in
Hmm.
the Undercity part. Okay.
Hmm.
Listen, I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't mean any offense, of course. We are, as you can probably tell, not from around here. We just, well, you see, we have some interest in the Clone Wars. I don't want to bring up any bad blood, of course, but we would love to hear about your story.
You
I do a
can make a
charm
charm
roll?
roll, but you have a setback because it's already been failed once.
That's fine.
And you
2
haven't
purples
really
still?
done anything different.
2 purples still?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's much better.
Oh. I'm grateful for your kind words. See, the Clone Wars. Jorah was quite the center of fighting on Kubindi. We all suffered greatly. We all suffered harshly. The Undercity is largely uninhabited due to the scale of the fighting underneath. That's where most of the battle took place, and that's where I was. The battle was tough, and the clones We could not stand against them once they destroyed our factories. One of the clone troopers who fought in that war is still here. He's quite old and he remains in service now under the Captain Duke Urbian.
Uh-huh.
And how would you spell that name?
Urbian, Irbian.
And what about the first name?
Duke, as in title.
Oh, it was Duke. Okay, I see. I misunderstood. It was the accent. I'm sorry.
Ah, I see. Sorry. It's difficult to sometimes get the D's and the J's sounding correctly in your tongue.
Yes,
Particularly
I'm
with
sorry.
our mouths as they are. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, yes, of course,
Yes.
of course, yes, yes. Your mouths, which are like that. So say it again. So there is a clone. There is an old clone trooper who is still
As
here
a
working for Duke.
stormtrooper captain under Duke Urbian.
Well, I believe you mean a clone trooper if he was from the Clone Wars.
What? Well, he was a clone trooper. He's now a stormtrooper.
Oh, I see. He works for the Empire now.
Yes, of course. Do you not
Well,
know
I guess
Duke
the
Urbian?
Empire and the clone. Yes.
Always did.
No, well, like you said, we are not from.
Oh, I see.
We are not from
Well,
around here.
Duke Urbian is the
Yes.
main Imperial officer overseeing Jorah.
Of course. All right.
Oh.
And where would we be able to find this clone / stormtrooper?
All I know is that he's in the service of this Duke Urbian.
And where would we be able to find this Duke Urbian?
Duke Urbian resides in the Palace District.
Right. And the only
see.
way
I
to get
wouldn't-
there is by invitation, I would assume.
It would be unlikely that he would just allow anyone to walk in.
Of course.
Most people we see go
Well-
there are not people who go there voluntarily.
Maybe he'd let us in so we can finish our documentary. Sort of look
We
at
say
Flux,
documentary.
like,
Sure.
I mean, you could try. I would not expect
We
success, though. He certainly doesn't
But-
seem to pay much attention to the ills of his citizens.
Oh. How come?
Well, look around you. Does it look like we are provisioned for down here?
No, not indeed. How would you feel if this Duke was let's just say taken care of in some way?
The Imperials have
around.
their claws around this whole planet. Our work as the Separatist forces and our alliance with them means that they dare not let us have our freedom anymore. I don't think getting rid of this Duke would solve our problem. I think it would make it worse.
Okay, well, never mind. Then I tried. Well, you've been very helpful. You've
quite
been
all
very
right.
helpful,
You know,
sir.
you did well. You were very convincing.
I know I did. Listen. I know how it is to be to suffer from a great battle. I show my metal arm and my little finger that goes blick, and the flame plasma torch that comes out of it.
Oh.
I
Oh,
have suffered a similar fate.
I see. Did you go to the Sankar Sar for that?
The sand castle.
The Sankar Sar.
I do not. I no.
Oh.
No, this was hides the big mark that says Iron Patriot.
Yeah.
No, this was a custom made one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But
Well-
tell me about these Sand Karsar.
Oh, he's just one of our leading cybernetics producers here.
Oh.
He's probably the most renowned one we have.
Has he done any work for the Duke?
I would be surprised if not, but I don't know.
And how would I write his name?
Sankar. And then Tsar is just as Tsar.
Okay. Well, you have been very helpful. We appreciate it very much.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
All right.
Let me just get some more
So,
medical attention then.
Yeah,
Don't mind me, just in a lot of pain here, you know.
Yeah, I would help you, but I literally don't have any money. So, it is what it is. Let's just get out of let's just,
Look, unless you know
yeah,
someone who
goodbye.
can fix my
I'm walking
back.
away.
Okay.
I'm walking away.
Oh, roll me off. No. All right.
Zim has a great cure for bad backs.
I'll bet.
I hear Krusty does as well.
I'll bet. Okay.
Oh yeah. No, that's barebacks, not bad backs.
Wow, what's the difference?
I see. I see. All right.
Well,
You walk away from that. Is there anything else you want to do, or shall we cut back to the presidential suite?
I think you should cut back.
yeah.
To the
Let's see what they're
presidential
up
suite
to.
we go. Krusty, Nim, not Nim, Zim. Nim is a different character. What's going
Well,
on?
Zim, what do you see out there?
I climb back in the window, as I had fallen out when looking the first time.
Yep.
There is very little to see. It's quite high. Also, I got, there was a little stumbling that happened.
Oh, I thought you were reaching out for something. I thought it was a reason for the madness.
No, someone was shining someone was very rudely shining a light. It caught me in the eye, and then I tripped.
Oh,
Some
well,
people are very inconsiderate.
You should have said something. I wanted to ask, do you have a view of the palace district from here?
I think if I go to this other window on the other side of this penthouse, I might have a good view of the palace district.
Yep.
I go to the other window and have a look.
All right. Yeah, just from a cursory glance, you can immediately tell that this is a lot more wealthy. Like the buildings there are, if this is in good condition, these are in excellent condition over there. Indeed, the tallest building lies at the center of the palace district, looking rather intimidating with spires and various levels going up on either side of it. But yeah, that's from a cursory glance. What exactly would you like to see?
I'd like to see if there's any big important looking areas. Perhaps there was big important people at. See who's the well-to-do people in the city, and if I can see them from where we are.
Sure. Make an average perception check, which is 2 purple.
Okay, perception. Boop, 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 boop. 2 purple. Boop.
Nope. Sadly not.
Oh.
There's some very fancy buildings out here, but I cannot see anything particularly significant.
No, you do not see any important people, or rather people who look like they're incredibly important from there. But with your advantage, I will have you say that it does generally appear that the large building in the center, it does look rather important. As an obvious way of saying that. If you were to suspect where important people would go, you would say, "Oh, they probably go in the big building in the middle."
Okay, I will point the big building out to Krusty and be like, "I suspect that the important people are in that building."
Krusty walks up to this view, looks out the window, and sees a massive building in front of him with very little on either side of it. And it's just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it seems pretty obvious to me. I had to guess. What about the entrance to the Palace District? You got a good. I assume it's gated, some sort of gated community in there.
Can we assess the defenses of the entrance to the Palace District?
Sure, give me another perception roll.
Maybe one day I won't roll a terrible perception roll.
No.
Is it average?
Yeah. That's
Nope.
Maybe
today's
one
not
day,
that day.
not today.
Jeez,
These
you
rolls
did
have been
really well. mate.
insane today.
Yeah, all right. Nope. You know that it's over the bridge because it's a bridge. The entire city is bridges. Can't tell if it's gated or not, but there is a bridge.
There's a bridge, but that's about all I can see.
So you have a scope that lets you pretty much see into another planet, but you can't tell me if there's a gate at the end of this bridge.
It's not very good over short distances.
It's a long range only scope.
It's not even a short distance. Like, this is like the
Well,
standard
compared to
distance
a-
for like a sniper rifle.
Compared to a
Interesting.
planet, it's a very short distance.
No, that is true. That is true.
It's a very specific kind of scope.
You haven't zeroed in your scope properly.
It's still
Oh,
set
let me
to
see if
several
I can
thousand
change
light
this
years.
setting.
Well,
I like how Krusty's doing all this. He's not looking himself though. Like,
Yeah, he's not even giving it a look.
Your
No,
zoom
I'm reading
setting's
this
so
brochure.
high. You're
reading this
looking at like
brochure.
the fucking atoms of the bridge. And you're like, I don't see anything.
yeah, I'm reading the brochure and eating the continental hamper that's been left in.
yeah.
Well, I guess I assume that that's probably where we want to go. If we wanted to speak to someone who knows about the history of this planet, I imagine they're probably important and they've probably been in charge for a long time. But what really interests me is this planet's cybernetics. Second to none from what I hear. But let's be honest, it's probably second to me.
Well, presumably the cybernetics would be something that the Empire would value,
Hmm.
so probably also in there.
True. But it says here in the brochure that there are some cybernetic people who design and sell here. I'm sure we could maybe find a link maybe in the commercial. Go back downstairs. I saw a market on the way through.
We can always have a look. Maybe they might have a special scope that will help me be able to see at slightly shorter distances than intergalactic.
Can you see? I point out on the brochure, and it's got like a little map, kind of like the Disneyland style maps, where it's like it has a little caricature picture of whatever's the ride or the zone is.
Mhm.
I imagine it to be like that.
Vaguely kind of useful, but
Yeah,
not really
yeah.
accurate in any
Yeah.
way.
And it's just
Yeah.
like
No.
it's just like the image of like a cybernetics arm or something in one air, and there's like a gun over in one air. This must be where they sell weapons, and then over here it's like a fruit of some sort. It must be the food market down there. I kind of point out on the map the area where we walked through that was the commercial area. Could you get a good look over here, Zim? What can we see here? We're looking for somebody who's trading advanced cybernetics. Apparently very popular here in the city.
I would like to look out from our penthouse observatory and see into the marketplace if there's anything.
Okay. Are either of you looking at the map specifically?
I'm looking at the map.
Okay, Krusty, you could make me a perception check as well. Just
Oh.
while Zim, you look at the commercial district. So both these are 2 purple. I just want perception from both of you. All right. So Zim, you look around the commercial district for a while, and you can see there doesn't seem to be a cybernetics shop in the commercial district. So good job, you succeeded. Meanwhile, Krusty, you look at the map for a bit longer and you see that actually the Sankar Tsar and various other cybernetics manufacturers and have their workshops and their selling points in the factory district.
Ah! Oh, I was misreading the map. I was misreading it. Sorry, Zim. You probably won't see any out there.
No, there does not appear to be any cybernetic shops in this district.
And I gently push the barrel of Zim's gun and point it towards the factory district.
Yep. I'll do that one too. Let's do a perception.
Does
I'm really
that
good at
say? I'm looking for something that says Sardaukar or San. What's his name?
Sankar Tsar.
Sankar.
Sankar Tsar. Yeah.
Sankasa or Sandra Khan, one of those two.
Maybe.
Yeah, Sandra.
Could be either.
Sandra Khan or whatever.
Shaka Khan. Right.
Chaka Khan.
Yeah, with Krusty pointing it at its exact location on the map, you look at that exact location out of the window, and it is indeed there. Well done.
Big neon sign.
So,
what's cybernetics here? Ding, ding, ding.
What?
It's over there.
Oh, excellent. Is there now? There isn't any. What's the presence like? Security-wise, and I'm thinking more Imperials don't really like us.
Oh, I see.
They're not our biggest fans.
No.
Because I'm assuming there's Imperials kind of in certain areas of the.
I mean, yeah, there's
city,
Imperials
right?
walking around, but they're not maintaining a huge presence down at this area of the city. Like when you looked at the Palace District, you saw some walking around. When you look at the rest of the city, you might occasionally see them, but
not super.
Certainly, they're not standing out. Like Plugs and Verona, you won't know this, but walking around in the housing district, the residential district, sorry, they haven't seen any yet, and they've been there for some time.
I see. Well, I think Zim. Maybe we should make our way down to speak to Sandra Khan.
That would seem prudent. Perhaps we might encounter Plugs and Verona on the way.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great. It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they do
So we're
have your
going.
number.
We're going
collided.
specifically away from there.
Yeah.
Is it better for Zim to be on the ground with me or in the hotel room covering?
The only thing Hog's gonna do this entire campaign is just sit up there
my
with a
god!
scope
I mean, I'm happy
click.
to follow you with a little red dot as you walk into this random person that we don't know, and then I'll just put it. It looks like you're arguing, and then they just slump to the floor because I shot them.
Their head just explodes.
Well, I assumed we would be connected via a communicator
We do have
of some
comlinks,
sort.
yeah, we do.
comlink.
The instant they show a single aggressive move shot.
Well, I like the idea that we might be able to use Zim's laser as a way of coercing somebody.
Oh, I mean,
I have a sniper trained on you right now.
I
You
could do
don't
that from
agree
a much
to
closer
attend.
building, probably.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should just come with me anyway. 'Cause what if there's a counter sniper?
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, they
no.
wouldn't expect somebody to be sniping from just a central point at all points in the city, because that would be really weird for somebody to have that long a range.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Well, I give you the options, Zim. You want to be boots on the ground, or do you want to provide Overwatch?
I think that I will be best served if I follow you with the rifle.
Mhm.
I will be able to much more quickly assist.
Yes. Can always find you some elevated grounds if needs be. Anyway, I'm sure down here the way this city's built up.
Also, do you have Verona's spawn number?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right here.
Okay.
I could just called that the whole time.
What? Once Krusty leaves, I'm gonna call Verona's number and see if this one's right.
Okay. Verona, is it your number?
I think it is. But before I pick up, I'd like to imagine it first tries to go to the answering machine. And it's like some very obvious rebel thing. It's like, oh, you've reached the like
The rebel base
Jedi
helpline.
the
You've
rebel
reached
base
for-
help
I'm
line.
sorry.
If you
Verona
are here for
is-
inquiries about the rebellion, press 1.
If you are here for rebellion access codes, please press 2.
Wait, yeah, okay, that's what it is. Is actually you go to like the rebel like main like phone service, and you have to like go through the buttons to get to my number specifically
Hello?
to get transferred to me.
If you are after Jedi,
This is General Organa. Who am I talking to?
If you are wanting to speak to a Jedi, press 2.
But that can't be
So-
Verona.
I do this, and I do it as it always happens to me. I miss it the first time and have to wait for all the options again.
I
And
have to
then,
go
I press
loop.
all-
Oh, it's really embarrassing.
Oh no.
and then I hit 2, and then wait. Is there elevator music playing? Because you're on hold.
Click.
Hello?
Hello? Is this Verona?
Yes?
Ah, so Krusty did have your numbers then at least. It's me, Zim.
Oh, right. Is Krusty not arrested yet?
No, he might be soon. He's on his way to this factory district to talk to Sandra Khan. I think that's what the name of this person was. About some cybernetics.
Oh, yes, that's someone we heard might be helpful.
Yes,
We've
I
not
was
heard of
wondering
Sandra Khan.
if
Didn't we?
We've only
you
heard of
two,
Sandra Khan.
Oh, well, it was some cybernetics person.
if you two are able to assist, I am providing covering not fire from the penthouse.
You could shoot that far?
Oh yes, no problems. Are you
I
still in
think
the
this
ship
is
actually?
the person that is going to shoot to the other planets that Richard Artwood was talking
I
about.
guess that is true, yes.
Oh my god.
No, we're not on the
It's all
ship
coming
anymore.
together.
We're in the residential district. We were talking to this very lovely old Kubas.
I see. That's on the underside of the city, correct?
Yes, it's in the lower upper city. It's a bit
Yes. So
confusing.
that's why I wasn't able to find you earlier then. Definitely that reason.
I should be polishing my hand a bit more.
But yes, would you be able to make your way to the cybernetics district to assist Krusty in his interrogation of this cybernetics person?
We might be able to help with that. Plugs, they want to go interrogate someone in the cybernetics district.
It was the factory. It's in the factory.
Right, in the
Yeah.
factory over there.
It is in effect okay. And what? Why are we doing this? I thought. Do they even? What? Does Krusty even know why he is here?
No,
That's a
that
good
was
question. Why does
something I
Krusty
need.
want to do this?
So I was trying to call Plugs earlier. I called quite a few other people that weren't Plugs. So if I could have Plugs' number for futures, that would be excellent. But no, Krusty has no idea why he is here at all.
Oh, I can give you Plugs' number.
Oh,
Oh, don't just give my number to anyone.
Uh,
Who is
it's-
it calling?
It's 6.
no, I've
Oh,
already
That's,
tried.
that's the whole number.
Nice
It's
try.
just 6. Wait, what do you mean that's not right?
Well, you
Oh,
can
I
after
guess
this
Plugs,
hang
is
up.
your number not 6?
You've been looking at the card the wrong way around. It is 9. I always say this. Look at the little dot.
Oh, Plug said it's
Ah.
9, not 6.
Right. I will try 9 after I hang up. But I am currently watching Krusty making his way out of the hotel. Yes, he's going down the street. Yes, if you could hurry up, he's going to get to the factory district very quickly.
You did.
I
did
like to
explain
imagine
why
that
does
the
Krusty
camera
want to
is
do
meanwhile
this?
showing Krusty like walking on the street, sees the first coup as he can see, and goes ah, like, just like
And
that's Cuba.
And I should warn
Yeah.
you, if If there's any hostile actions against Krusty, I will be forced to intervene, and then I hang up.
Wait, but
Oh my god.
oh,
Yeah. Right, so where are we going? I thought we're literally right at the entrance of the Palace District right now.
There's
I
a
thought we
big
were going
gate in
here.
the way.
Hmm.
It's very hard to miss.
How are we going
Maybe
to get
what-
over this gate?
maybe whatever Krusty is on about could help us find an easier way into the palace. I don't know.
Do we have to go help him? I guess we do.
I mean, you know he's helpless without us.
Yeah, I'm more
That's what we
worried
do,
about the
something
fact that
stupid.
we are like socially linked, and if something happens to him, it might come back to me, and I don't.
Yes, people do
I
know you're
guess-
his manager.
Yes. Maybe I should record something to say that I'm not working for him anymore.
Oh,
I can
yes,
do it
and then
on
if
the way
something
back
happens to
home.
him, you can just show that and be like, "Oh, I don't know him anymore."
Yes.
But anyway, because he's dead.
That's true. We're just yeah, all right, let's go.
All right.
Is there anything else to see at this, like at the entrance of the Palace District?
There are Imperial guards there. Just stormtroopers, not like red pike wielding fuckers. There are Imperial stormtrooper guards there, and the gate is shut. The way is shut.
Okay.
It was built by Imperial fuckers. That's how that line goes.
Who
right?
were dead?
Is that-
Yeah, that's
They
no,
keep it?
Is that what the little memorial sign up front says?
yeah. The way is shut.
Okay. This entire arc, I'm already calling it, is gonna end with a Palpatine pool party, by the way. That's how we're gonna get into this Palace District. I can already feel it.
Oh,
Some way, shape, or
Palpatine's
form,
actually
there's
gonna show
going
up
to
at
be a
some point.
Palpatine pool party.
Oh, and then we'll have the whole thing where we have to avoid getting detected by Palpatine because he'd absolutely destroy us.
Because he'd recognize you all on sight, obviously.
Well,
Yeah. Do not engage Lou Palpatine. That's what it would be.
right. Yeah, let's see if we can find Krusty then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, like you have always had Krusty's number, so
Yeah, I'm not calling him.
all right. Do you want to make me then a 5
Not
purple
uncalling,
perception
sure.
check to find
Okay, I'm
each
calling him. I'm calling him. We can just skip past this point. We've
other? Okay.
met up
you
back
call
with
him
Krusty,
and you
come
meet
on.
up, right? And you meet up in the
Yeah.
factory district, knowing full well where the Sankar Sar is.
yeah.
When I see that they have all met up, by the way, I would like to do a friendly shot towards their feet so that I can wave at them.
Okay.
Oh my
How
God.
far away are you from them?
Well, I'm in the penthouse and they're in.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Um,
extreme range, whatever that is.
Yeah, okay. So, before we do that,
Insane.
I have, in conversation with Emma, and thinking about it, have decided to use the ranged combat rules as they are written, which means instead of every shot
Okay.
being 2 purple, it means easy is 1, short is 2, not easy, short is 1, medium is 2, long is 3, extreme is 4 purple dice.
I thought we were already doing that.
Nope,
Yeah.
we weren't.
Oh.
No, before it was
Okay.
always 2.
We are
So now it's actually harder for them to hit us.
And
from
in
one.
addition, if you make a ranged attack after starting in engaged range of an enemy, you will have a setback dice on that attack, even if you move first. So
Oh.
that it balances
I like
things.
that.
That's
I like
that's
that,
how
that
that
makes
works
sense.
now. So,
Okay.
with that in mind, Zim is about to shoot from the penthouse, which is only because they are able to shoot beyond extreme range. So this is going to be a 5 purple dice. And also, because this is in close proximity of allies, that upgrades the difficulty by 1. So there is a 4 purple, 1 red instead, and a despair
no.
means that you hit an ally.
Ah,
If this
perfect.
hits plugs, is dead.
Doesn't this seem familiar, Hog?
does. It does.
Yeah.
A little bit familiar.
Yes, people with a French accent shooting towards their allies. Where have I seen this before?
What? No, no. See, I'm not shooting at my allies. It's if I miss, I hit them.
True.
If this
You-
hits, Plugs fucking dies. By the way, I'm just saying it
So
right now.
so 3 and 1. Okay.
Oh, I thought for a
Let's
moment.
try
I
it.
thought that was a despair.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. I thought it was
I
over.
thought for a moment.
I thought it was Jover.
I'm a very good sniper. I don't know
Oh my God,
what
that's a
you're.
very good
really
shot.
are.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
You
suck
at
crit
looking
the
at
ground.
things. Great at shooting
Congratulations.
things.
Let's roll the critical injury dice, shall we?
On the ground.
5.
Oh no,
5. That's really
you've-
bad.
It's got a ground's got a limp.
the
It doesn't-
5's really low.
Doesn't even
ground's
tell me what it
lame.
is. It's that low, which means
It's just nothing.
it's just
Just
nothing.
nothing.
Oh, I do have a bonus to it.
Oh,
Oh,
I have plus 10 per rank to critical injury rolls inflict on targets, so it's 2.
2 ranks, so it'll be plus
2
20 then.
ranks.
plus 20. Damn.
Which makes
25.
it instead 25, which means
The ground
that
is off balance.
Yes, the ground is now off balance.
What
so
does that mean?
that-
Don't
I've
step
made
on
it.
it.
The ground's struggling to stand on the ground.
this is Zim from the tower suddenly sees the earthquake taking place and thinks, "My God, I actually can destroy a planet."
Ooh. Also,
Um,
from a very great distance, I'm waving in your direction.
Yeah.
Like,
We don't see that.
Can the other 3 make a average coordination check for me?
Oh, God.
Nice. Uh-oh.
No.
No. Okay. So Plugs is completely unaffected by this. Emma with a lot of advantage. You're really wobbling around as the ground gets pinged by this shot. Like you're fairly panicked by it, but you stay on your feet. Krusty, you fall over in panic.
Get down!
I'd like to
Sniper!
imagine you shot like a pipe or something and the like water pipe bursting like shook the ground.
Yeah. Honestly, you might not want that in the factory district. So let's pretend that didn't happen.
Zim, you could have just said something on the comlinks. We've been connected the whole time.
well, I wanted you to know that I was more than capable of assisting in a pinch,
Right.
You nearly hit us.
but I didn't.
No, not this time. Well then, shall we?
You made
Go
Krusty
inside?
fall over.
That was quite funny, yes.
I stand up and dust myself off.
Alright. Let's move on, shall we?
Yes, let's go in.
Mm. Okay. All right. You head now. Sankar. This is a big factory from the outside. It has whatever you would expect from a very impressive looking factory to have. It's got smokestacks with smoke billowing out. The noise of machines working echoes from within. And it has a fairly quaint sign in comparison to the rest of the building that just says the Sankar at the top of it. As it is just open for business, so you can just walk in. And on the inside, if you just picture in your mind the Attack of the Clones droid manufacturing, you have what you see inside, basically.
So C-3PO's here?
Yes, with his head
Yeah,
on
his
top of the
head's
battle
been
droid.
removed.
He's talking about how confused he is. That you see a Jedi fighting.
Master Luke.
Um,
I can't believe what is going on. I don't know why you would say Master Luke and Attack of the Clones.
yeah,
but,
bit
Yeah.
of a bit of a surprise. There's a Jedi.
He also has a red arm
Yeah.
for some reason.
yeah,
Yeah,
really weird.
there's a Jedi fighting droids in there, and then you see his lightsaber like fall away and get cut in half or something. He's and then you see
Zombie
him.
Padme shows up.
Yeah, he's pinned.
I imagine
uh,
that like the camera pans out and you realize this is like a video that's playing on a screen in the factory.
yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah. And then it pans out.
And it's just like a nice, sleek factory next to
Yeah.
it. Like, oh, yeah,
It's someone
okay.
playing on an arcade machine next to it, which they just have for like staff entertainment.
Classic.
And it's just like called I don't know, Attack of the Clones, I guess. Fuck, why not?
Sure. Yeah. I'm
It's
sure
a
the
horror
Imperials love that.
Yeah.
It's a
Kabindi horror.
film.
Yeah, indie horror film.
Yeah.
Kubindi horror. Wait, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
I think you'd be
Okay.
great in a Kimbindi horror film.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
And
this
then
might be the new thing to do.
a booming voice echoes from within as you walk inside. Is that the Patriot in my store?
Is that some
in
kind of
the-
judge right here?
Flesh. Mostly.
Now, why do you think you are welcome here?
Do I recognize this voice?
Do you want to recognize this voice?
I'm trying to make sure it's not the cockerel from Robin Hood.
What does that mean?
What, the minstrel guy?
Yeah. Get what his name is.
I don't remember his name.
So I haven't met this person in person, right?
No,
Okay.
unless you want to have done.
Well, I'm just wondering if when we were the arms dealing,
He
like,
wasn't
were
there.
they weren't there?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, what did they say to me? Sorry, they said something kind of aggressive, passive aggressive.
Yeah, what makes you think you are welcome here?
Well,
Alan O'Dale, indeed, yeah.
as somebody who's in the pursuit of technology pushing the human body to its limit, I would expect that
Neither
a
of
lot
you
of
are
our
humans.
ideals align. Oh yeah, expect organic bodies to the limit through science and technology. I figure that we probably have plenty in common.
I've heard you preaching your ideals on speech for enough time. That's exactly the problem I have with you.
Well, that is exactly why we are here. You see, the Chrome Umbler, as he's like to be referred to now, he has seen the error in his ways, haven't you, Krusty?
The Chrome Humbler is my stage name
Exactly.
when I'm
His
fighting.
real name is Krusty.
No, my
Um,
real name is the Iron Patriot.
No.
When it comes to
No.
yes, when it comes to weapons manufacturing, I can't
see.
escape my my origin. The Iron Patriot was where I was first cutting my teeth in the weapons trade.
You're
Weapons
saying
research and
this.
development.
What?
Oh my god.
This.
What the?
This was literally earlier today. I saw him streaming from his penthouse suite, and he was doing this about Kabindi.
I was just simply saying, I was trying to explain how
25
tall
Million people.
this
are
person
watching
was.
this.
I was trying to explain exactly how tall this family, this lovely Kubaz family I met on the way in. I was just saying that how tall they were in comparison to me. They came just up below my nose, and I was saying that in a attempt to be nice and gesture to them, I patted the small son on the head in a friendly way.
He was doing an Old Republic salute, please.
Make
Yeah,
a
that's-
hard charm roll.
That is not the faces one patting.
Jesus Christ. Why did you have to speak? I was talking her way out of it. I could have done the charm roll.
This is your
I think-
fault, plug.
Is your comm link open, by the way? So have I heard all of this?
Oh yeah. My comm link is open so you can hear anything we're saying, I think.
Is hard
Okay.
3 purple?
Yeah.
Easy.
I definitely
Ooh.
think that you would see the red dot mysteriously appear on this person's shoulder.
Oh, we haven't seen the person, right?
He's probably walked out by now.
Oh, okay.
He is.
As
a
he walked
Kubas.
out of the shadows, like Krusty loves to do.
Yeah.
He does love to do
Yeah.
that, doesn't he?
He's standing in the shadows.
Like to make an entrance.
Yeah. Well.
And I say nice entrance, by the way.
Well,
Oh well, thank you. That you know what, Mister Patriot. I don't think you're in the clear with us yet, but that does sound understanding. I do know that the media can paint us all
does
in a
it?
rather villainous light, being in the weapons business and all that.
Yes, it's not often looked too kindly on.
Okay.
People see weapons as a destructive force, but it's not about that. It's about protection.
Yeah.
The red dot moves to the top of his head.
Krusty said.
No, not Krusty. This guy.
Oh.
It is a shame about what happened to Thweek, though. That was some of my finest work.
You. was the
Where
one
is he
who
gone
made-
now? No one's seen him since you fought him in that fight.
Problem with Thweek is, although he had your fantastic cybernetics, might I say, at his disposal, he was weak. He didn't know how to truly utilize them.
Well, that is always the problem, isn't it? Finding a host strong enough to do it. You know, this one time I had this idea of changing a bar manager into an extremely robotic mech to fight some kind of monster, and it would have been a disaster. He didn't have the faculties for it. It was one of my more foolish moments. I'm sure you've never considered such a thing.
Well, you know what they say over on in Quolus. I heard a chef saying that you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. Kind of sick now that I think about it. But
I believe they were talking about. Yes, that was like a very sad expression to them.
it is.
I didn't think you got the. Yes.
Yeah, maybe
whatever,
I've
anyway.
misunderstood that actually.
Yes.
Hard to say. I don't really understand. I don't know where Quolas is.
Well, it's both people. Don't worry about it.
But do you still have the designs for this mech?
Of course I do.
I'd
It
love
just
to
needs someone willing and able to be the host.
Well, I'd love to have a look.
Well, why don't you come on through? Who are your friends?
Oh, this is Verona, not a Jedi, not a member of the Rebel Alliance, and this is Plugs, not my manager,
Well,
And-
yes, that's right.
and not to be trusted with a single credit.
Verona, what's your stealth?
My stealth is 2 yellow.
Okay.
And then I point at the red dot that's on this person's head and say, "That there's
They're
Zim.
not. They believe it perfectly.
That there's Zim," and they're probably a bit
Don't
confused because I'm
panic.
pointing at their face.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
right at
fair.
their face.
What? What? Yeah, he doesn't have any suspicion of you at all, Verona. What do you
Just
mean?
in case you're
that
wondering,
there's
my stealth
Zim?
is 4 greens, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
you're
in case
not
you're
important. So
What the
Wow.
fuck?
Wow.
Well, that's what Krusty said, and look where that's gone him.
that is
Yeah,
true, actually.
Well, if anything, I think that actually my
In a
PR has
penthouse
been
apartment,
better.
and now
Yeah, penthouse-
somehow fucking convincing this guy after
Everybody
the
loves
worst
me
thing
here
happened.
in Kabindi now. I'm living up. My belly's full. I got some good rest. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I figured that coming down here, it seems we were on the planet. I'd really love to get a look at some of your your tech.
Yeah.
Be
Well,
inspired.
He
And maybe I
walks-
can inspire you.
He walks you through. It's like,
Mm.
well, I know that you tend to have more personal touch on all of your creations, but when you're looking at a true manufacturing powerhouse, you need to look no further than this factory. I mean, take a look around you. The amount of stress we can put on our constructables. Let me rephrase. The amount of stress we can put on our materials when we're making our parts is probably more here than you could do in your more quiet operations. Gives us truly outstanding outputs for the materials that we use. Now, obviously, as you know, that can only go as far as the designs. And well, speaking of those, let me just pull out my mech idea here. He flips through his book and he puts down in front of you a mech design, and we're gonna do a mechanics off.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give him what I think is a reasonable mechanics skill for someone at this point, and you roll yours, and we'll see what they
Okay.
compare to. Fuck me, he couldn't have rolled better. He could not have rolled better.
Oh my god.
Oh my good lord. Well, I am probably. How are we testing this mechanics skill?
Just no challenge,
That's
just roll it.
crazy.
Okay.
Oof.
It's
So-
not far off.
Yeah. So I'm like truly
I mean, I would lose it with a despair, basically, but
Yeah. So this is basically my magnum opus. My work, frankly, it can't get any better than this. And you look at it, and it is truly some fantastic work. Like, you do not see an area for improvement on this mech design. It is a masterpiece in your mind.
I like step back. I audibly gasp. This is magnificent. The curves, the way the conduits feed into the power bank.
The tasteful thickness of it,
Oh,
the embossing.
God. And just see the servos as they step back and forth. Pistons
Is this
pushing.
guy a
that-
Kubas?
Yeah.
By the way? Okay.
It truly is you.
Just lean over to Plugs. I think Krusty's getting a bit too excited about this mech.
Well, just let him do, I guess.
Do you want
Just
me
have
to
a look around
intervene,
in the
anyone?
meantime. No,
Just shoots Krusty. Just shoots Krusty before he jizzes in his pants over this
Yeah.
mech.
The red
Yep,
dot
yep.
moves over the mech designs. These are one of a kind. I can't possibly. I can't have these risks going anywhere
I
else.
can possibly
What's
make these ever
This
again.
weird red dot that keeps appearing on my. What is this?
Why is that? That is unusual.
It really is one of a kind. But and like, as you know, I'm not one for repeat manufacturing. It's never been my strong point. But when it comes to bespoke, one of a kind, that's where I really shine. Take a look at this, and then I pull out my gauntlet and show him my my lightsabers.
One moment. Is there a kyber crystal in there?
Yes, I've harnessed the power, much like those whatever you call them. They weren't scientists. The people before, but I've harnessed it. Look at that. Look at the housing inside this gauntlet. This was just a repulsor fist.
How on earth did you get yourself a kyber crystal? Do you know how much I'd pay for one of those?
No, I didn't realize they were rare.
They're exceptionally rare. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the only one on this entire planet.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Actually, it's interesting you say that.
Yeah, we've actually heard that there might be another one on the planet. If that's
What?
what you're looking for.
Oh yeah,
We've There's been some rumors that there was another one left here after the Clone Wars.
Well, that sounds unusual to me. Can you make a charm roll with 2 setbacks?
Average, I assume.
Yes. No, this guy's not average at all. There'll be 2 purple, 1 red.
Ooh.
This is for you to do, right? Am I charming them?
Yeah.
But you can do the
No.
same roll if you wish.
As well, I guess. Not much point in me doing this roll, but you never know.
You have done them all so far.
Oh.
Zim's
Okay.
also going to offer a little suggestion to Krusty of, if I get rid of this guy, you could have those plans.
They're
A lot of
very
threat,
trigger
but-
happy.
Is success.
Hmm.
Is a success. That's true.
It's actually incredible that I nearly did that. It like goes through my head. Zim's suggestion goes through my head. I look back at the plans. So beautiful. But it's not mine.
Listen,
Yeah.
the people of
I
this
wouldn't be able
planet
to put my stamp on it.
don't
Is he
have
talking
a
his
great
character right now?
relationship with those of the force sensitive disposition, I suppose you could say.
And who would in this galaxy?
Well, that's fair. But in particular on this planet, we seem to come under a rather, unfortunately, cruel Jedi. Many of the residents here, during the Clone Wars, there was a Jedi here, and they were rather aggressive in their handling of the people. There were
There was
hundreds arrested on suspicion of treason, for no reason at all that we could see. So,
His
We
name
don't
was
have-
Arthas.
Oh.
Arthas,
And what ended up happening?
what
to
was this Jedi's name?
the
Became the
Jedi,
Lich King.
The Lich King of Kabindi.
Kabindi. After slaying the Kubas of Kabindi. So many of them, his own people.
with all your threat, his answer to that question is just going to be, "Well, why are you taking so much interest in this Jedi?"
Well, if anyone were to have a Kyber crystal, come on, you're a smart Kubaz. Okay, I've just seen that beautiful masterpiece. Honestly, gorgeous work. You got to be smart. If anyone was to have a Kyber crystal, who would have had it?
You may again repeat a charm check with 2 advantage this time instead of the
Oh.
setbacks.
It's kind of rude to him there, actually. A little unnecessarily rude.
Were you?
In a little way, I was. Oh,
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Perfect
Yeah.
neutral.
Yeah.
It's just we are. Well, let's just say we are here on a research trip. As you obviously, the Iron Patriot has shown you, his current work has been delving into these crystals. And as you yourself have said, it is it is a great something to work with. You must understand that. So we are obviously looking. We are looking after a lead we have learned about recently, and I just believe it. This Jedi. It wouldn't be a man named Soldier Wild or anything like that, would it?
You can again make me the charm check, but there are no boosts or setbacks on it this time.
I'll
Oh.
take it.
Listen, I do not want to talk to you about this nonsense. So please do not ask me any more about these Jedi. But I will tell you, the Jedi was called Soldier Ward. Now,
Of course, I wouldn't want to press.
I'm sure you will understand that it is a dangerous topic. And it is also a topic of great hurt for us here. So,
I can
say
assure
no
you,
more
we are friends of no Jedi. Eyes to Verona. Ding, ding, ding.
We really gotta get that T-shirt made for Verona.
Yeah.
I really need that I'm not a Jedi t-shirt.
Now then, unless you want to go back to talking about our pride and joy, please let us not converse of such matters.
May I? This might be another difficult topic, and I apologize if it is. But I would love to know what is your opinion on the Duke.
Juke, look, them up in that palace district, they don't care what goes down here. So frankly, they keep themselves to themselves, and we keep ourselves to ourselves. We try to look out for our own as best we can. And that's it.
Are you not upset about the way they treat, or perhaps I should say, don't treat the people outside of their little palace district?
I'll now have another charm roll from you.
Straight up?
Yep.
Fuck.
As I say, we look out for ourselves the best we can.
Indeed. Well, I'm sure you and the Iron Patriot have a lot you would love to talk about your little works or whatever. Would you mind if the two of us just... Is there any place nearby we could rest a bit or have a little look around, perhaps?
In the factory district, not so much. Like, unless you have the same interest your friend the Iron Patriot has in these things, you might find it to be rather tedious. If you're looking for somewhere else, though, residential district will give you some places to stay. Commercial district, if you want somewhere to eat or just somewhere to hang out. Some more upmarket places to stay as well. And then, if you're really a fancy folk, commercial district. Think I said the same thing twice there, but you understand what I mean, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, of course.
I assume you don't travel into the Palace District at all.
Well, I wouldn't say I go there frequently, but there is the occasional client from there. Just some upper city person who wants some of the more fancy work done. It provides a nice
pool
change
party,
of pace.
if you will.
A what?
Oh, what? Who said that?
Just someone to provide, as you say, there is a certain joy to the bespoke order every now and then.
I wonder if there'd be anybody interested in having some work done while I'm here on the planet. Don't plan on being here long. Think you could send your use some of them contacts, let them know I'm around.
I mean,
I'm
that
willing
would be
to do
rather
some work.
poor business for me, but let me put it to you another way.
I'll give you a cut.
Let me give you my idea, right?
Mhm.
I believe that there are some wealthy people here, and there are wealthy people in the neighboring planets. I reckon that someone will pay a great deal of money for something made personally for them by both the Iron Patriot and the Sankar Sar.
A collaboration.
A collaboration.
I like the sound of that.
I think
How
that
much
would
do you
be
think we could sell a mech?
a mech. If we could finish this design, find someone worthy for it, and then make it, this could be worth a fortune. Tens, if not hundreds of thousands of credits.
I suddenly
Do you
love
think?
this guy. Like I am so I almost never want to leave. This is where I want to this is what I want to do.
Do you think the people in the palace would want to buy a mech like that?
Someone might.
I'm sure after they've seen it in action, the Duke would be hard pressed to not want to try and get their hands on one.
Hey, I think we
Yes, or
build
to
it,
at
someone will
least see
buy
it
it.
in action.
We build it, someone will buy it. Look, my designs are ready to go. I just need the talented help to make it go. I
Do you have
think
all
of
the
no one better.
materials you could need for it?
Yeah, we can put them together. We got a manufacturing line. There's nothing I'm missing. It's not like I got fancy folk here powering things with kyber crystals. Although that would probably be some kind of improvement, but it's not designed for that. I never thought I'd have one.
I'd be willing to give you a hand. Might be exciting to see how our designs work together.
I think this could be a fantastic collaboration.
Hey, Zim, don't shoot him now, because that would be a real hindrance to the rest of this this plan. Okay.
Noted.
Excuse me?
Oh,
The
sorry,
red-
I
Sorry
just
about that.
The red dot goes on some nearby worker instead, but I'm still looking at the scene.
Nice.
So how long will this take to make this thing? We don't really have all the time in the world.
Well, a lot of the time we'll be getting the materials ready on the manufacturing plant. Like, I wouldn't expect that part to be finished for some time, but now that I know you're interested, if I can get started on that process and then get in touch with you when we're ready to begin building, we can put it together.
Have you got any ballpark estimates?
I wouldn't expect the parts to be done for a couple of weeks, maybe. I can't shift all my demand away from it, else I'll have to close, but I can have it running. If I just give you a call when I'm close to being done, even if you have things
We have a
off well, I can get you
certain
back.
deadline hanging over our heads like a lightsaber of Damocles,
A
if you
what?
will. It's fine.
That doesn't sound right to me. But look, now that I know you're interested, so long as I get your number and call you when I'm ready to go, I can wait.
yeah, I obviously take my communicator number.
Fantastic. What is it?
3.
Thank you.
We've really got in on the ground floor here with this new fangled communicator numbers.
Let's just hope it's actually 3 and not E.
Classic.
Excellent. That could be an in if we need to get into the Palace District. I do think.
Yes, in about 3 weeks or so.
Well, maybe.
Yes.
Have you guys been to the Palace District? What were you doing while we were in the hotel?
Yes, we had a look around. We like Verona said earlier, we had a talk to a lovely man here. He's a veteran from the Clone Wars. There is a person in employ of the Duke, who is an Imperial. This person is an old you say a clone trooper.
Huh.
We might be wanting to to pay him a visit, if you will. However, this is probably in the palace district, which is why we were trying to get in there. However, they have a large gate and some imperial protections there. So I do have this jetpack, of course.
Use the
Which is
jetpack.
very quiet and stealthy.
Or we could try the age-old way. We could lie and say that Verona is a Jedi, part of the rebellion.
We could just do it again. I'm sure nothing bad could happen if we do that.
Just gonna get
Gain
silencers
access.
for your jetpack. That's all you need. Just silencers on the jetpack.
But
and
why
you're good.
don't we
Oh yeah.
go to
True,
them
actually.
and talk about the new mech in production? See if they want to discuss buying it. Hear about what it can do.
Not a bad idea either.
We could try and set something up, I suppose.
And if it all goes south, well, Zim is the best shot this side of the galaxy. Maybe even the other side as well.
Yes.
If I shoot very
Frontal.
carefully, it can go all the way around. So that's fine.
You could shoot from.
Loops around a black hole at the center
Does
of the
that
galaxy.
mean you
Yeah.
can shoot yourself?
The
And
most
that's not
dangerous-
that difficult, Verona.
Across the galaxy.
The red dot you see moves to Verona.
Okay, well, let's pursue that. See if we can gain access without aggressive means. Although I am excited about
Yes.
the idea of using this gauntlet.
Well, if it comes
Like
to
I
it.
said, we should try to not draw too much attention with these gauntlets, Krusty.
Okay.
Right.
I wonder if I could break the gate down with my gauntlet. I wonder how difficult. I wonder if I now possess something that would help me break through the gate.
Jamalki, read the ability of your
I
weapon.
know. I have. I know. I have read it. Huh.
I'm.
Now, how
I
fortunate
think
would that
I
be?
do not
probably
doubt
do
your
that too.
capabilities, however. There were multiple stormtroopers at the gate. I don't know if you remember the last time we encountered stormtroopers.
Well, this
Krusty.
time we have a Zim.
That's true.
I just think it might not be a great idea to just go in there guns blazing when we don't even know where in the entire palace district we are looking.
Oh, we do.
Do we?
It's
Yeah,
the
Zim.
big building in the middle.
We
So
point
what
at
it
that
says, all the
massive-
loot is here. It's got big imperial symbols everywhere.
We couldn't
Oh.
see the big building.
There was a
behind
big
the
wall
big
in the way for
walls.
us. We hadn't
Yes.
seen it. Yes.
We were on the ground.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
They couldn't see through the bars of the gate.
Oh, it was. I was assuming like a wall.
Yeah, I
like
assumed
a
it was
large,
like big metal
full-
doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. No.
Yeah,
It's like-
when Zim
Okay.
pointed it out to me, once Zim had mentioned that there is one very big building in the very center, which is, yeah, it is quite obvious actually in the end. It is quite obvious that that's where it would be.
Yes,
Well.
probably then.
Well, I guess we can try and gain access to the palace district in some way. I suppose.
No, but, I
See
mean,
what
there has to
happens.
be. You'd have thought there'd be more than one way into a district
might
of that
be.
size.
Yes,
This is
there
a
might be a
good
way to
point.
sneak in instead of
Yes.
having to
Yes.
talk our way in.
I was
Suggestion
thinking this. I
for
do always have my whipcord
Hmm?
as well.
We could also find a patrol of Imperials and kill them and take their uniforms.
That's not a terrible idea.
No, that's not a bad idea either. I
Although
agree.
I will have to be a stormtrooper because, yes, and so will Plugs, and so will Verona. In fact, as will Krusty. We will have to be stormtroopers. I'm saying we can't pretend we're regular officers.
No, look
I'm-
at me. Many of my my people have been in the employ of the Empire for a long time.
I mean, if we could find an Inquisitor's outfit, you could pretend to be the Grand Inquisitor. That would be pretty cool.
I heard
I
he's
could
not
pretend to
around
be that.
anymore. I don't. Didn't you hear the news of the? I'm pretty sure the Inquisitorius is shut down already
Oh.
at this point.
I heard they
Oh.
brought
See,
it back.
The first movie has already happened.
Wait, when did they bring it back?
About 2 weeks ago.
Oh, we were on
Oh.
Halloween.
What?
We didn't really have contact with
It
the
may have
other
been
world.
slightly less. How many days ago did you say you left Ryloth?
Oh, about a week, maybe 5 days or something.
Ah, it was about a week or 5 days ago is when they reformed the Inquisitorial Squad.
Oh,
Why
I
did they
see.
do that?
Oh,
Nah, we
I
don't know.
why they would.
Oh,
It's interesting that
strange.
you know about this already.
It was on
Oh,
the
I-
news. You know, I watched the news.
Well,
Look,
that
let me turn
was
it
on
on.
the news, but the
Everyone
I
knows the
don't know
news
if
is
you-
telling the truth. And he turns on the TV and it's Jim Smegley saying that hyperdrive emissions turned the Gamorreans gay.
Go on.
See? God, I had a Gamorrean in my employ. I didn't realize I'd done him such an injustice. Or a favor. Hard to tell.
I'm just imagining now that the TV is just saturated with like Inquisitor recruitment ads, but they're exactly the same as like army recruitment ads.
Yeah. God. I love that. Yeah,
You're
like, as if they would do just normal recruitment ads, like they didn't have a very specific type of person they're looking for. Like,
Your Sith
Yeah.
Empire needs you.
Yeah.
needs you. Join the Inquisition today.
Yeah, it's just a picture of the Emperor pointing.
but it's Darth. It would be Darth Vader,
from his
wouldn't
pool
it?
party,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, be Darth Vader.
I get the picture of like the Emperor's wearing is like in a
In a
swimsuit, but
speedo.
but wearing that hood still. Just the hood on the
obvious.
top.
They took the picture.
experience at the Emperor's pool
I
Cannonball.
Just
I
ad for his
imagine-
pool parties.
I imagine that the like recruitment, they took a picture of Darth Vader pointing when he was at the pool party, and in the background you just see the Emperor in like his swimsuit.
It's him. It's instead of him pointing, it's him like force choking someone.
Yeah. The Empire needs you.
Emperor
for
needs
it.
It's the closest they got to a picture of what they needed. So it's like, oh, whatever, we'll go with it.
This binge session has left me scarred and deformed.
Lord Vader, we have ran out of cheesy crisps.
See, that's why he likes pool parties, because when he gets out, he's just as wrinkled as he was before.
Fuck, I hate that. That might have been the best joke of the evening.
Lord Vader, I don't
God.
have any more cheesy crisps to bring you. You failed me for the last time.
Failed for the last time.
Oh, you confused me so much then that I
So
clicked
we
on
don't have a
on-
deal on cheesy crisps anymore. I've altered the deal. I don't alter it any further. Anyway, sorry.
These
Um,
commercials are crazy.
This is God. The things they put on the television these days, eh? Anyway, so what are we doing?
Well, I think we should. I like Zim's idea. We should go in.
Yes.
Says, I've just realised that I'm far too famous. I mean, I've already been recognised twice. Maybe I'm too famous to not be wearing a stormtrooper helmet.
How are you going to hide your hand?
Yes, your big gauntlet.
It's okay. It's very common for random people to have different colored arms for no reason at all, so they won't question it with a stormtrooper.
They might struggle to recognize you in that case. To be fair, we can just paint your
Maybe.
arm, and if we paint your arm red, maybe they won't recognize you.
Maybe you could be my stormtrooper escort. And we come up with a story of maybe I've been invited in
The
to talk
Emperor's
about
pool party.
Yeah.
The Emperor's pool party.
No, this could work.
Talk
We will
about
have
new
to get
weaponry
you-
for the Empire.
We will also have to get you a swimming costume because you wouldn't be able to go to the pool party without one.
Oh,
Oh.
I already
Well,
have
that
one
is
of those.
True. Yes.
Throws
And I-
cloak
I
off.
ju-
It's
yeah, I just
already
swap-
in like.
Yeah, and I'm already wearing a little speedo.
Have you not like? I mean, it's to be fair, the boxing outfit is basically
Basically
a pool
that.
outfit. Like,
Yeah,
might
you're
as
right.
well be.
You're right. Yeah, I'm basically already wearing one. So
Unfortunately,
that
though,
might
that's
be a
the
problem.
balancing factor of the gauntlet is that it just rusts instantly when it gets in water.
Oh, of
No,
course.
no.
Of course.
Gonna
This is
go to the
probably
pool
not-
party and not want to get in the pool.
just stand there with
You can
my
do a
arm
big.
in the air.
You can put a big plastic bag around it, like they do with like casts.
Yeah.
Being really careful.
Okay, that could work. But we still need to find the patrol.
Take them out silently.
Yeah, we're gonna need to. If only we had a good
Hmm.
location to scout. Scout.
If only we
the,
had someone who
perimeter.
could scout for a patrol in a particularly secluded area.
Yeah, and do a really good job of focusing in on.
How difficult
Wait,
would that be, Wheat?
I just had a great idea.
Sorry. to
I'm
do
sure
what?
Kabis could help us with that.
We could if we hadn't left him on Arborween.
Damn
But
it.
we left him
I
behind.
forgot about that.
I would like to look for a conveniently isolated patrol of stormtroopers numbering 4 people.
I see. From where are you doing this?
The middle of the city in the penthouse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 5 purple.
Well,
Five,
it doesn't need to be 4 people.
It could be
Oh,
3.
yeah.
and
Does
if
it
Krusty
change it if
doesn't-
it's only 3
Is
stormtroopers?
it easier if it's only 3?
It's easy.
No.
Oh,
Shit. I really thought that was gonna work.
Damn.
Aw, that
That
was
was
actually
Insanely close.
Oh my
No
god.
way.
That
I
was
mean,
almost
to be
To be
good.
fair, you rolled 5 advantage on the good dice and only 1 failure on the purple. So it was all threat or
Yeah.
advantage. But yeah, no, that's a fail.
Well,
Thatched.
gonna have to split up.
Maybe
Yeah.
if we go talk to John Checkpoint, he might have something.
Oh yes,
They
he'll
might have
probably know.
spares.
Oh.
That's a good point too.
We can
I
go-
will meet you
suppose we
at
can
the
start there.
checkpoint. And the red dot
Right.
is Fizz. Off Verona, because I think that's where I left it last.
You didn't move the red dot when you were searching for stormtroopers.
No,
running around?
I just look normally.
No wonder you couldn't see anything.
Okay. As you walk through the residential district again, a young looking Kubaz girl comes up to you, and just grins and asks, "You interested in purchasing any spice? If you want it, I've got it. Or I can get it for you."
No, and I cut her down with my
Master Skywalker, what are we going to do?
You just like one punch.
yeah, just really unnecessary, and just carry on walking. I barely even broke stride.
I know, bam!
That crystal's
Just a
really changed
splat on the
Krusty.
floor.
Oh no.
That's crazy.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Might be a little too far.
That was just like a vision we had for a second. Like, oh god. I don't think we need to, we are that interested. Don't worry. Aren't you a little young to be in the spice trade?
This is Jorah. We look after our own here. So, you after some spice or not?
You look after your own by selling them drugs.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, never
Well, I
mind.
don't
Then
need
we'll
any
just move on.
Look around. Look at the state of people here. They need it. And
Okay.
it funds
We're
their
not
protection.
interested in spice, but do you have any imperial armor?
I reckon we could source some of that.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, in that case,
What
We are
kind of thing are
interested.
you looking for?
just a simple stormtrooper outfits. 3, perhaps.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure we could come up with that. You should have a word with my boss.
Who is your boss?
Well,
Don't
you'll
tell
find
me
them in Orion's canteen.
Okay.
Do we have a name to ask for?
Oreen Hussar.
sounds like a side quest. We should ignore this and move on.
How do we spell that name?
ONREIN HASAR.
H-A, say that again?
HASAR.
Well, we need to get some armor some way. If this person has it, we can get it this way. Well, actually, hang on. Weren't we just going to go and steal it from John Checkpoint?
Yes, how expensive would it be? Do you have any idea of this little girl?
It would depend. We don't tend to normally offer on money. It's normally on shared ideas. Favour for favour.
Look, we're not going to stage another uprising on yet another planet. Okay.
This seems like some kind of multi-level marketing scam. I don't think we are interested.
Well, suit
Pyramid
yourself.
schemes.
But we'll be watching.
I put my sniper up to her with the red dot on, look through my scope. So will we.
Oh, that's a big fucking eye. She skips away. La la la.
She will kill someone one day.
probably already has.
Yes, you're right. She might have done.
Doubt it.
She
Oh,
might
no,
have done
we
if
should
I
check up
hadn't.
On John Checkpoint quickly.
Oh god! Dusty, what have you done?
You're
All
right.
of that was just a hallucination. Why have you hit this child in the face? The second we saw her.
Popped her head like a watermelon, crushed it, and it felt good. Plugs, it felt really good.
Oh, Dusty, this fist is taking over you.
Oh, let's go and ruin John Checkpoint's day.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes, let's go talk to him.
Oh. Okay, yeah, you get back there. Oh, hello again. Did you have a good party?
Oh,
Rather
yes.
short, wasn't it?
Well, we
Was
are.
it?
We've been sent out here. You see, these pool parties. They have these little missions, if you will, for the guests, and we are kind of on some sort of scavenger hunt. You see, it is really funny. We are looking for a couple of items, and we thought maybe perhaps you could help. We don't really want to, tell everyone that we are doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So here's the few things we are looking for. Okay. So first of all, we are looking for an inflatable tube like that you can sit in for a pool party. Of course, you know the kind. We are looking for perhaps a statue or some kind of carving or something of what I can only describe as a tauntaun. I don't know what the animal is, but I've heard of it. And also, what was it again? Oh, that's right. 3 stormtrooper outfits.
Well, that sounds unusual. Like,
Could you help us with any of those,
am I
perhaps?
allowed to help you?
Oh, of course. Yes.
Oh well, I might be able to help you with the inflatable tube, but I don't.
Perfect.
The most important part of the disguise.
Do you store them somewhere?
I mean, I keep some under my desk, just in case I ever get invited to one of these pool
Of course.
parties. Ever since I heard
we
about
don't-
it 2 hours ago, I've been ready.
Did you go and buy some?
Yes, I had some
Oh, I
time.
see. You don't accidentally inside like the checkpoint house have any like stormtrooper armor or something
Accidentally.
like that, right?
No, it's there on purpose.
Coincidentally
Oh,
is
I
the
see.
word I meant. It is not my common is not my sorry, basic is not my first language. You see, how
You
it
know,
is.
if John Checkpoint helps us with the scavenger hunt, maybe we can see if they'll invite him as
you
well.
think the
I
emperor
think
would
they
be...
would, right?
Oh, I mean, I suppose it could be possible that
Well,
they'd let
that
someone who
it would
helps us if we
depend.
win.
it would depend though if John Checkpoint knew where all the best like secret stashes of Imperial gear were.
Yes, I suppose. I suppose if you help us win this right now, I suppose
Whoever
You
was
could just come-
speaking and has the best charm may roll for this. And it will
my
be a
charm's
charm,
2 yellows and a green.
probably the best. then.
Yeah, I think you're the best. I think I was just trying to help
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
What is
So,
it
and you will have
against?
2 boosts, and you are against 2 purple and a red.
Okay. Wait, let me see if I have anything else I can add to this. I don't think I do. No. Right. Let's go. I'll take it.
Mm.
Nice.
Well, yes, we have our Imperial storage here. Obviously, with just in case we need to get ready for combat.
Oh, of course. Would you mind if we,
You're after a couple of outfits, are you? Well,
Yes.
just put a good word in for me. I'll mark it on the register.
Of course.
I never got your names. What should I mark it down as?
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose we don't want to attract too much attention. We are, of course, guests of the Emperor. Let's just say you can mark us down as you can mark us down under the name of Buraban.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Yes, perfect.
So Buraban withdrew 3 Imperial outfits, Stormtrooper armors, today. Got you.
Yes.
And when can I expect those back?
Oh, end of day, probably.
End of
After
day, okay.
the pool party is over.
Yes, okay, noted down. That should be fine. I'll just go and open the door for you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Moments later, you have 3 Stormtrooper armors.
I can't believe that worked.
That was far easier than I thought it was going to be.
I thought that
Great
was going
work.
to be so much more work.
Great work. I didn't have to
Checkpoint
kill anybody.
loves pool parties.
Oh, great. We didn't even have to kill anyone.
Mm.
All right. Well,
Except that
Let's go.
little girl trying to sell us
yes,
drugs.
it's just really sad what we had to do to her.
That's where the timeline diverged into.
It's
another
going to take a
flavor.
long time to get that stain out of the floor. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
With that, you have obtained 3 Stormtrooper outfits.
Did he give us a pool like floaty ring as well?
Yeah, you've got a
Inflatable
floaty ring as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not
The
inflated. right now,
Tauntaun
but yeah,
statue.
didn't have one of
They
those.
have one
sadly.
of those.
No, yeah.
Ah.
We'll just find one of those somewhere else.
Yeah. But yeah, with that, we will call it for today. Yeah.
It makes you sound. You make it sound like there's going to be a lot of issues when we go into the Palace District, and it's not
I
going
feel
to
like
be
this is gonna go
straightforward.
really easily. I don't see what we're gonna go in.
Yeah, sure,
we're
it's
gonna
a
find the
5-minute
kyber crystal.
Kyber crystal.
Walk
Get out.
Yeah,
And
job
then
done.
maybe
Act
we out.
2 complete, baby.
And then
Yeah.
go build them.
Hey, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I don't even.
No.
What could
Oh my
possibly go
God.
wrong?
No,
I just realised we've left Kabisc on
Oh
Arboreen.
my God, he's still on Arboreen.
He's still on Arboreen, folks.
I can't believe I
Oh.
can't.
Oh, there must be something in there.
Hog. Sorry, not Hog. Zim. I don't know who Hog is. Zim.
Yeah.
Put him out of his misery. It's a horrible planet. Take the shot.
Take a shot. Take the shot.
Am I killing John Checkpoint?
No.
No. Kabisc on
Kabisc.
Arboreen.
On Arboreen.
Would you like me to take the shot?
I mean, Look, the thing is, if you
Oh
take the
my
shot, you
God.
probably best get ready to take the shot on Richard Hardwood as well.
I don't know where he is though.
I think he's already.
Well, best
He's
get
already
looking.
on his way.
How
Think of it,
hard would
best
you
get
say
looking.
the shot to shoot somebody on another planet would be, Wheat?
Let's see. So if we do it by range bands, then they double each time, right? Is the thing. So long is
Yeah, but there's just
long
like
is, what,
extreme is
3?
just the
Extreme
final
is 4.
one. Right?
But I think it goes. I think if you're doing it properly, it doubles each time. But we haven't been doing it properly this whole time. But when it comes to actually killing someone who is a named character, I'm gonna have to do it properly. So
I think we can just assume that
if
the
we
shot has been
assume
taken.
that
and it's
Arboreen is a reasonable 50 million light years
Wait.
away.
I think we even need to roll.
Wait,
Yeah, no, I hear
Like,
you.
even-
That's 5 purple.
Even if the bullet's moving at light speed, is it gonna be like, all right, Kabisc will be dead in 50 years?
True, actually.
Well, I
yeah.
assume
No.
Well, that's if
It's
the
gonna
thing isn't moving.
The
They'll be
death
fine.
sentence has been
we'll plan that
triggered.
in, and it.
That is funny.
5 purple. Roll it.
5
Okay.
purple.
That's
Hang on,
very
doesn't
funny.
Doesn't the planet spin?
Wait, if you take
Have
aim, you get a
access.
boost.
Oh, which one's the boost?
Blue.
Yellow. Yellow? Blue. Not yellow. Can you imagine if it's yellow?
Just get a.
So
Yeah,
5 purple, 1 boost.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
Damn.
Let's
So
try
close.
it. We'll get him next time.
Yeah.
We'll get him next
Damn.
time.
Yeah, you missed.
Close.
I really wanted that bullet traveling for years.
I like the idea that at some point, like in the future, we meet Kabisc, and that is the point where the bullet hits, and he dies.
Yep, that's the
right
point.
now.
You knew where he was
Hey,
going
we've
to go.
Yeah, the bullet's
Hey,
like
we-
chasing him.
Yeah. And by that point, we've forgotten we even did this. We're like, oh my god, someone killed
There's
Kabisc.
been an assassination.
No, and I look
worst
at her and go,
part is-
no, who? Who would do this?
Who could do this?
Is Kabisc was at a romantic dinner and I just killed the person he was at dinner with?
Oh no!
Oh no.
His poor,
He's a bird person.
his poor Sathari wife.
Oh no! He's made a family
Oh.
there now.
He formed a
Yeah,
throuple
and-
with the Kubas and the human dude.
Yeah, with the couple that were honeymooning.
We're honeymooning there.
And now his progeny is going to come after you for revenge, Zim. I hope you're happy.
yeah, they
This is
saw,
all
they
your
saw the
fault.
marking on the laser bullet.
Yeah, this is what did it. This is
They
what did
could-
it.
They could see the laser pointer across the gap.
Only one person in the world could shoot like that.
Fucking stupid as hell.
And that is Star Wheats.
Yeah, stupid as hell, right?
I'm genuinely impressed that John Checkpoint didn't die. I'm genuinely impressed.
I think we've all come a long way. I
I
think
like
as
him.
characters, we've all come a long way because, you know, John Checkpoint would absolutely have been the first to go in
That's true.
in earlier chapters.
Yeah, season
probably-
one.
Quickly followed by the concierge at the hotel. and then soon followed
Yeah.
by Sandra Khan.
Sandra Khan.
Sandra
know?
Khan.
I love
Khan.
Sandra Khan.
And then a random spice vending.
And of course, the Spice Vendor, which, don't worry, that time may still come.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my god.
there we go. We've kind of set up on the planet, in the city. You've rolled a lot of threats so far when talking to people. Wonder what that means,
Yeah.
eh?
I wonder why. I wonder how that happened. I wonder what
Yeah,
could
that's-
possibly have happened that set any threat towards us. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think it's got to be supposedly we're walking around an imperial occupied city with someone who is quite literally a member of the Rebel Alliance.
Asking questions.
gotta be that.
And also a very
yeah.
well-known racist coming to the place.
Oh, come on. They don't know you that well.
specifically.
They don't know you that well on this planet. All right.
Plugs hides her racism.
That's it. Exactly.
That's
You know,
the
I don't
thing
know what
we
you're talking
do. If we get caught, we just throw Plugs under the bus. I'm like, oh yeah, Plugs
Every
is
time.
the rebel
Every
Jedi.
fucking time.
And then for some reason the person who told you to come here or whatever hired a known assassin to protect you.
So weird. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know why. I don't know why he didn't instantly call you off after he learned that we'd left his son on Arbuine.
I'm still being paid, and also if people want to just offer me other jobs to hurt you, I get paid double apparently. So like
That's
I'm
true.
That is true.
Wait, if
I
anything,
should
you should be
start
looking
planning.
for those jobs. Yeah.
yeah, because I get more money.
That would be unprofessional.
No.
Yeah. The bounty hunter's code is very strong.
Yeah.
Well,
If you want to know the behind the scenes of that, Varanus, when he called, obviously, got to keep a clean record on things. So he would delete the number after making the payment. And so, like, after Richard Hardwood then spoke to you, he's off, like, get me that number of that bounty hunter. What do you mean you deleted it? I need that.
I need to call them back right now.
Yeah.
There's no way to
Yeah.
contact them.
Nope.
Like, I love that
I'm losing so much
he's deleting
money.
their numbers, not like the other way around.
Yeah.
Sure.
And if he doesn't pay up, I got a new bounty.
It'd be like
Yeah, well,
bounty
just take
hunter's
out
on the
Richard
automatic payroll, and I can't tell him to stop.
Hardwood.
Oh, that's amazing. That's such. I just like every session. We just like, yeah, you get this many extra credits. Like,
Here's your
yes,
2,000 credits.
Richard Hardwood is bankrupt.
Yeah, he's like desperately trying to cancel it, calling the bank.
Stupid.
And we've
Okay.
invented Palpatine's pool parties, so that's great.
Yeah, and that's
Oh.
canon.
Yeah, that is so canon. Like, you
Yep,
don't even know
and
how
the pool
canon
party
it
has
is
to
now.
happen now.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of things going in the notes for the interlude session now.
Oh yeah.
Alongside episode 5, culminating in a pool party. That's, we're looking good. We're looking good.
It will.
Looking good. All right, we're gonna end the stream there. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back
GG's.
in a month or so. I don't know. For
Something like
episode 9. Wow. Cool. Bye.